And we're live. Copy. Welcome to my live stream, late Friday night. Cat Eye Motorsports, what's up? I don't even know who you are, but welcome to the channel. Dale's Adventures, what's up? Good evening. And let's do this. Bam. What up, Mike? How's it going? Read time. Yeah, I know that is. Let's check the chat, guys. And let's see if I can find this on my TV so I can see the comments. No, of course not. Always makes me look for it. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Why? Why is it not finding it? It's being such a bitch right now. I know I'm live. Hold on. Joined the live a few months ago, and we were talking about Selmer Ford takeover, all that. Jackson, yeah. Okay. It's been a while. Me remembering things is, tough. Let's see. Where is my live stream? Trying to find it. It's not showing up. Oh, why is this so much fun? So every time. My videos. Nope, that's not it. Even on a search for my own stuff, I can't find it. That's crazy. You used to, oh, there it is. Found it. And there I am. Okay. Hey. Trying to get home. When are you going to be home, Mike? Daniel Barry. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to live stream. Yeah, I noticed Funky didn't do one again this week, so he's probably got to work tomorrow. Or just work too hard today. Altered Stangs. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, it's that's down. Okay. Yeah, it's God, this camera on mine sucks. Fix that. Monday or Tuesday morning. Oh, where you at now? Look in the chat. Scroll up in the chat, Salty. I actually put it up in the chat this time. I didn't pen it, but I put it in the chat. That way, if I want to, I can delete it pretty easily. And let me add this. What up, Mike?
What's going on, kind sir?
Oh, not much. I just realized I didn't have my mouse out yet. I'm trying to do things with that stupid touchpad, which I hate. Yeah, I'm a brave man, but like I said, I didn't post or I didn't pen it, which makes it super easy to find. And I can always delete it.
Nice. How have you been?
I've been doing okay. Was watching Teacup with my wife tonight, which is a really good, strange name for the show. It's really good. It's kind of a horror, suspense, weird show on Peacock. I don't know what channel it's on, but I'm watching it on Peacock. And we watched the first 4 episodes, and now I got to wait a week.
What's the gist of it?
These people are stuck in at their house. Something took over the little kid. and somebody painted a blue line around the area, and if you cross that blue line, you die in a very horrific way. And a dog and one person has already died that way.
It sounds like something my wife would like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. My wife liked it, and she's like, "Well, you probably like it too." So she watched the first 3 episodes over again for me to watch it with her and get caught up. And it's pretty good. I thought it was pretty good because it's got me guessing.
Yeah, my wife loves like the horror ones like Annabelle and stuff like that.
It's not that kind of horror. It's more of
Intriguing.
intrigue and suspense. They call it horror. It's labeled horror, and I think it's just because sci-fi and a little bit of sci-fi too. But it's labeled horror because of the way the people and the dogs and the cats and animals die. It's bad. It's really it's like their insides come out.
Every time that someone mentions dogs and cats now, I think of the pets being eaten in Ohio. That phrase just pops in my head. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets. The people that live there.
We ordered more parts. Nice. What up, Zach? How's it going? Yeah, I decided to go live. We got done watching it, and Colleen went to the bedroom, and I was like, you know what? There's nothing really I want to watch on YouTube right now, and I have one show I'm watching by myself, and I don't really feel like watching it tonight because it's a Korean show and it's dubbed, and sometimes the dubs are really bad. And so tonight I just didn't feel like watching it. And they're usually the shows are over an hour long, like literally they're an hour plus long. So I was like, I'll just go live.
Nice.
And it's time for me to refill my drink.
As we're talking, I'm doing Certified Information Security Manager practice tests. So
CISA.
CISM.
Says CISA. Everybody, okay, in the South, they pronounce it CISA. Don't ask me why, because I'm used to CISA being my old company, Seattle Safety, SESA. And so they started calling it that down here, and I know it's CISA, but they call it CISA here because it's the South. We are hardcore into that now. Now that we've moved into a new building, everything's been locked down. Even our guest network is locked down.
Nice.
Oh yeah, we're trying to get. Well, we're doing government jobs. We have to conform, and it's really hard to conform to all the like our building's locked. To get into the building, you have to have a key code or a code and a badge.
Nice. 2-factor. All right.
Yeah. We've got the code and badge for getting in the building. We've got ring camera. They're not ring. They're oh God, starts with an A. They have all our camera. What's up, Nate? All our cameras and our doorbell cameras, which we have at a couple different doors, so we can see who it is. And when they hit the doorbell, it rings the phones. It'll ring, reception first, but if they're not there, it'll ring everybody. And we can look and see and talk to them to be able to let them in. Although to let them in, we have to go to the door to let them in. Other than the receptionist, she actually has a button to let them in. So, we're gone full lockdown. I don't care.
All good.
Getting primer on the truck cab. Just want to stop and say hi. Well, good for you, Nate. Make sure you're wearing that damn mask. Please be wearing the mask. Being able to breathe. I know from experience. I did the smoke test today on my radiator from my Focus, and it was fine. There's no leaks. I really wish I had thought about it and had all the doors open before I started the test, but I didn't. Because all that smoke's got to go somewhere. But that smoke tester I bought off of Amazon, I think it was, it cost me like $25, $30. Cheap son of a bitch. Comes with a bunch of stuff. It just doesn't have its own built-in air. You have to supply air to it. So I plugged my air into it. I turned it down to like 30 psi. Plugged my air into it, worked perfectly.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, why are people complaining? People are complaining in that in the reviews, people complain because it doesn't have built-in air, even though in the actual thing it says
It does
you
not
have,
build
to have,
in it.
you have to have your own air. And all it takes is a small air compressor, a little teeny one, because it can run off a 2-bar. That's like 15 psi.
All you had to do is just fly in Sublime. He could have smoke tested it for you.
I know. Now I need to get it pressure tested though. But now that I know there's no definitive hole, I need to make sure that it can hold pressure too.
Yeah, if you get Sublime, you just got to supply the smoke.
Yeah. He's not here. I can't. So.
Yeah.
But I couldn't believe how much smoke that damn thing put out as quickly as it did. Because it's got to heat it up, but it did it fast.
Is it using mineral oil?
Yeah,
that's what mine does.
Yeah, I just bought some. I bought smoke liquid, which is really cheap. It's just mineral oil, but it's really clean.
For mine, I bought it at Walling Mart, the regular mineral oil that you take. Yeah.
This stuff is so clear, though. I mean, it's the kind of mineral oil I would dunk a CPU or a motherboard in and not worry about it. It's clear. It's super clean. And we got some Salty in the house. What up, Salty?
What's up, fellas?
Hey, Salt.
How y'all doing?
There we go. Back to the circles. I like
living a dream. Living a dream.
Hear that shit?
Dream.
Oh God, what was that thing I read the other day? Instead of saying "living the dream," it was hilarious, but I can't remember what it was now.
How can the objectives and methods of strategy be best subscribed?
Oh, you're doing CISA. Narcissist. Those tests are so much fun. Are you actually testing?
Practice tests.
Okay. Those are just as bad.
I'm gonna think that's the longest I ever had my camera
50
on.
questions in 4 hours.
That's it? 50 questions?
150.
Oh, 150. Okay. I didn't hear that.
That's
That's not too bad. I'd probably be done in about an hour and a half or less. I didn't say it passed, but I'd be done in about an hour and a half or less.
Well, that's what I'm trying to see where I'm at to kind of judge it.
Yeah.
what kind of test you doing for?
I want to get another certification. So this is
it's a good certification to have now.
Certified Security Manager.
So,
so in other words, you're trying to get a raise.
No, I'm just trying to make sure that I have the credentials needed. So as companies downsize next year, I could find a different job.
Right.
Oh shit! So you think you possibly could lose your job?
Anybody can lose a job at any time. You just want to be set to where you're not behind the 8 ball.
Well, that's true. That's thinking ahead.
Hey, Barbecue Mike wants to know what's a good upper and lower intake aftermarket
for what? EFI or what?
For his car.
For the engine that he currently has, or the one he's going to be building. That does make a difference.
I don't know. He didn't say.
And what's his power goal?
Just so you know, with everything going and any kind of government contracts requiring what you're trying to get right now, it's good to have.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because it's a trickle down thing where the governments require it, but then everybody else is going to require it. Anybody who subs for the government has to have it. And anybody who subs for a sub to the government has to have it. It's a full trickle down thing.
Well, hell, Mike, you're a full-fledged electrician now. Hell, you can start your own business.
Yeah. That takes a couple of years under an actual journeyman to get your license, even in North Carolina.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm just making a joke.
47.
No, but seriously, Mike, I don't think you're gonna have a problem getting a job, buddy. I don't think you're one of the ones out here that's gonna have to worry about that. I mean, that new certification will definitely go a long ways in trying to find that new job. But dude, as intelligent as you are, as much damn certifications you already got and experience, dude, you're not going to be one of the ones out there looking for a job. You'll get one.
No, but it is a good certification to have in this day.
Oh yeah, 100%. Hey, look here. In today's age, you cannot have too much.
Even for the job he has, it might not be a bad certification to get.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said,
today for the 347. Yeah,
The 347 EFI.
The built engine.
I tell you what, the EFI system that Funky just put on his car, that's the one you need to go with.
Yeah, I that Aces look pretty good. So
Damn right.
I think that's pretty damn. I know they make one for the 347, but I think he's looking for the upper and lower intake.
Well, see, he don't have to really. I mean, that 347 he's going to make is not going to make 600 horsepower naturally aspirated. I can guarantee it's not going to make 600 horsepower at naturally aspirated. So the one that Funky's got, dude, that I wouldn't look nowhere else. I would get that EFI system, the full EFI system.
Well, that's the Aces. What about the manifold?
He can get the manifold off eBay, just like Funky got manifold. His. Yeah, that's where Funky got his, was off eBay.
Which one's he running? Do you know?
He's running the Chinese version of it.
Oh, is he running a Chinese version of what?
The lower intake, the intake.
Which lower intake though?
It's almost like a Victor Jr. He's running just a
18. He's been given the boot.
Yeah, he's running a regular damn intake for a carburetor.
Well, I know that you can with the new.
His is almost like a Victor Elderbrock Victor Jr.
Okay, it's like a Victor Jr. Like. Okay, it's similar to a Victor.
Yeah, he just got the Chinese one off of eBay, and as you see, it works great for him.
Chinese long tube headers on my Mustang, and I love them. They work great. They're $100. They were $150, and they work great.
That's right. I mean, hell, don't get me wrong.
Bad ones, but I've known people who've gotten bad ones and just did some welds on them to fix the problems because.
Oh hell yeah!
It's not the stainless. It's sometimes it's the welds. But when I had them, I took them and looked at the welds and I checked them against other ones, and they were damn good.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. A lot of people don't like the BBK headers, but I'm gonna tell you from personal experience, I've ran a ass load of BBK headers. I've never had a problem with them. They've always served me fine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yep, I've never had a problem with them. People can down BBK all they want. Yeah, some of their shit is no good, like the throttle bodies and shit like that. I wouldn't run those, but their headers, they're shorty headers. They're great.
After the collector, where I go from my mid pipes, going from my exhaust, what was my original exhaust to the long tubes is BBK. It's a two-piece thing from BBK, which is just where they got rid of the cats and they have the two cat. But my BBK, they've been modified because now they have an H pipe in them. So in the wide part of them, the guy who did my exhaust cut them out and put an H in there. So in the wide part of my mid pipes, the like right before the collector, there's the crossover right there, and that's what gives my car the sound it has.
All I'm saying is Mike just don't need to overthink what he's looking for. Don't go spin out. Because I'm telling you, a tubular upper intake, just the upper intake, a tubular GT40 upper intake is going for around $1,100 to $1,200.
We're going for around way too goddamn much.
Way too much. That's why the route that Funky went is, I say, it's 100% the best route to go, because not only the only thing it don't come with is the lower intake, and you can do just like Funky, go out there and spend a couple $100, get one off of eBay, come back, put your shit together, put it in, crank it, have a fucking good day.
Yeah.
And you don't got to have a tuner. If some bitch tunes itself.
My recommendation. So like I'm in the modular engine group for builders. And with us, people ask combinations and a whole group kind of weighs in, and I'm not in one for the small block Fords, but there should be a small block Fords builder group on Facebook. And I would ask there and say, hey, I've got a 347. Here's what I've got. What's the winning combination for this horsepower goal that you guys would recommend?
And if you really want, just like he's saying, is I still belong to forums for Ford trucks and Focus.
Oh yeah, forums are still great.
Off Facebook, and they're still great, and they still have tons of people on them, and that's where I get all the good. I get a lot more information with a lot less trolling.
Oh God, yeah. Because usually you get car guys on there, not assholes.
Exactly. I mean, you get an asshole every now and then, but
Oh
that's,
yeah.
I mean,
There's an asshole in it. There's an asshole in every bunch. You can't do
we
nothing
have a
about that.
couple of assholes sitting right here right now.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm the king asshole.
I'm the other one.
I won't never mistake what I am. I know I'm an asshole. Nobody has to tell me.
But yeah, it's a really good place to find information. It is look up. Go ahead, look on Facebook. You're gonna find it there, and you will find some groups that are good and don't have a lot of BS in them. But it's really hard on Facebook.
Yeah, but I would look for one that's specifically for small block Ford engine builders, not necessarily a Fox body page, because then you're going to have a lot of Yahoos. Well, here's my combination, and
Oh,
it's the
yeah.
best. And
They're like the Fox buddy groups anymore are like fucking cancer, dude. It's not worth joining those bastards.
it's how it is with the New Edge groups. It's similar to where a lot of people just throw out half-ass opinions, not really knowing
Exactly.
what they're
You
talking
look
about.
for the small block. So you're in a big block or whatever engine forum.
I'm in a modular mod motor engine forum. So that's
I may
that's the
actually be in one of
4.6s and the Coyotes. But I
Oh.
would look for one specific for small block Ford, and then that's going to be your best bet.
All I'm saying is the Asus, and I can give you another channel to go look at, Mike, that just put the exact same system on his Fairlane that Funky put on his Mustang. The name of the channel is called Keys Customs.
Oh,
They literally just put the exact same system on
I
a
haven't watched him in a while, so
yeah, they just put it on a 50 models Fairlane on a 302 that he just had built, and the car runs like a fucking dream.
nice. Yeah, the Aces look pretty nice. I liked it. I mean, it helps if you know how to tune it, but
According to Funky, you don't got to. The son of a bitch is a self-learner. It does it on its own.
yeah, but according to Funky, if you got it tuned, it'd do a lot better.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure of that. There's no doubt. But here comes Horn Happy, motherfucker. Here comes a train.
Watch his videos and see the trial and error he did. You'll see where the fuck ups are of what to do.
Exactly.
Learning.
And you got somebody that can help you with that system that already knows it, which is Funky. He knows that system, so he can help you with that.
He lives close to you, so that's great.
Exactly. I mean, hell, use the resources that you have. Don't go looking for new ones. Use the shit that's already tried and true, and somebody who's already done it. That's the best help you can ever get.
The GT40 intakes, yeah, they do peak at a low RPM.
Yeah, they ain't worth it.
It takes for a certain type of build and for a certain type of sound. Otherwise, if I want power, I'm not going to use them.
No, hell no.
But a lot of everybody when they're talking power is always talking drag strip. I'm talking power for road course or driving.
I'm telling you, if I'm gonna make power with a EFI upper and lower intake, I'm strictly going Holley System Max and nothing else, because I have used them all and I can tell you what works best. The Holley System Max by far outperforms every fucking other upper and lower intake, period. But they cost more than any other fucking upper lower intake also.
I'm going to use just what's on my car, and maybe I'll get it running again one of these days. Either of them. I need to hurry up and get one of them running, especially the Focus, because the truck's not doing well.
Oh.
I need tomorrow. I'm going to go out there with my computer and check it. I think I've got a second cylinder missing now.
Have you thought about, I mean, this is just me thinking, have you thought about maybe just giving LKQ a call and see if they got a low mileage Gen 1 you can put back in that truck? A whole engine you can just go buy?
They do. Oh, well, they have them. They're just expensive as fuck.
Okay, well, see, I didn't know what they would be. I didn't think a Gen 1 would still be expensive. I know the Gen 3 would be, but I didn't think the Gen 1 would be.
Okay, your version of expensive and mine might be two different things, because it's $3,000 minimum. And I don't have
okay. Well, see, I haven't checked on one, so I didn't know that was the going price. So
the biggest problem is going to be, since it's a truck, he's got to lift the frame off to get.
Yeah, that's the other thing is I don't have changing the engine out myself is a real nightmare. I have to actually pay somebody to do it.
You could always take the front clip off and change it, but I mean that's a lot of extra work. But you save yourself a lot of money in the hassle in the thing too. So
can you on the truck?
No,
you can take the front clip off without taking the cab off the frame and change the engine. You can do that, but like that, it's a lot of extra work.
That's not what I was told by Ken.
I don't give a damn what Ken says. I'm telling you what I've seen my cousin do with my own 4 eyes. I seen it myself. He did it.
So there is no actual front clip in front of the engine. I do believe I could take it out myself through the front. It would just be hard. It would not be easy, but it's doable. It's a lot of work to do it.
Oh yeah, I'm not sitting here saying it's going to be easy. I would never sit here and say that. I personally never have changed one. I just watched him do it on a 13 F-150. He pulled the 2 front fenders, the grill, everything off, and he didn't take no cab off, no frame, and he changed that engine with a regular old engine hoist.
If he's pulling a grill off, it's not my truck. My truck doesn't have a grill when you lift the hood. There's no grill.
Okay, well there you go. See, I've never had one of those trucks, so I don't know how all that works up front.
Yeah,
I think he's got to lift he's got to lift the maybe not fully, but he's got to lift that cab off at least a little bit.
My cousin didn't lift the cab off a damn bit, Mike, and I stood there and watched him do it. He didn't take no bolts out of that cab. Period.
Was it a Ford F-150
then?
Yes, it's a 13 Ford F-150. I watched him do it. I stood right there in the garage watching.
All right.
And he had a 4-post lift. He could have a 2-post lift. He could have took the body off of it and no problem. He's like, fuck that. He goes, I know I can do this without taking this body off. And he did.
But it's easier if you take the body off. It's like 6 bolts.
And you're probably right. I won't sit here and disagree with that. You're probably right.
If I had a 2-post lift in the room, that body would be off of it like that.
Yeah, I'm saying, and you're 100% probably right about that. But I just know it can be done without the cab coming off the frame. I know it can because I've seen it.
And to me, it looks like you can. It'd be a nightmare, but you can do it. You would definitely need to separate the transmission from the engine doing it before it comes out.
Probably so.
Yeah, of course.
But
how is your transmission seem to be shifting, or can you tell with the miss in the motor?
The transmission's just fine, except it's got that that early 6R80 1-2 shift, hard shift, and at low speed.
Yeah, you might be able to, after you get it all done, you might be able to pay Daryl for a tune. He might be able to fix that.
Nope, can't fix it. It's the transmission itself, and it's normal.
Really?
The way it works. If you're going low speed, the 1-2 shift is always hard. If you're going high speed, if you hammer it down, you don't even notice the shift.
I just wondered if that could be fixed or remedied just with a torque. No, I'm just saying. I'm just wondering if it could be remedied with like a torque converter change, because I know that has helped a lot of transmissions in the past. I'm not saying it could on that one. I'm just saying I wonder if that's possible.
I've read on all the forums, you fix it by putting in a newer version.
Okay.
So Salty is right. If you did have a looser torque converter, then
that would. But I don't want it. Then I wouldn't be able to tow shit. Looser torque converters are bad for towing.
Yes, this is true. I was just because Salty was right on that.
Okay, he is right on that. But I'm just saying to keep it in original configuration with the tow package it's got on it. And the thing is, it's really weird. Is the issue happens whether it's got the tow package or not. It's just those early 6R80s, those model years, they had that hard 1-2 shift. It's kind of like the whole air conditioning problem where the way they set up the AC doesn't work for shit. It comes on really cold and then it stops being cold. Then it gets cold again and it stops being cold. And this is why you're driving down the road.
That right there would get on my fucking nerves.
Well, the compressor turns itself off way too often, and it's a programming thing, and you can fix that. I can't, but it can be fixed. But the reason they did it is because if you run that compressor too long, it overheats and dies.
Well, see, that's a Ford fucking flaw. They shouldn't have done that.
And they fixed it later by getting a better compressor, but it doesn't fix the old ones. Yeah. They didn't make it backwards compatible.
Gotcha.
So just one of those things. It's one of the bad years, and I should have researched more before I bought a 2013. If I'd bought a 2015, I'd have been fine. For one, I'd be in a Gen 2 Coyote.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But like you said, and we all can take part in this blame on it to you, because you did ask our opinion. And we all thought that it wouldn't be a bad fix, and we didn't. And us not, especially me, not knowing damn coyotes and how they work and all that kind of bullshit, I should have never had a 2 cents in it. But it just sounded like a small miss could have been an easy fix, but evidently
I thought it
wasn't an easy
was
fix.
too, and I even did a little research on it, and I didn't find anything at first. Now, after I bought the truck, I did a deeper dive, and I found the issue. I found this issue to be a large issue, and it's something that Ford probably should have fucking fixed themselves because it's their fault.
It'd be nice if you had the funds just to go ahead and buy a damn Gen 2 short block and get all that
If I had
switched
the
over and
funds-
all that kind of shit.
If I had
Yeah.
the funds, I'd buy a $6,000 rebuilt fucking built Gen 1. It's not, when I say built, it's not like a super high performance build, but you could put some power to them pretty easily. I mean, they're
Yeah.
built, they're forged, they rebuild them nicely.
But then you'd probably have to have the transmission rebuilt to damn match it.
This 6 or 8 will handle power. It'll handle power. It's just got that hard 1-2 shift. Other than that, it works fine.
I mean, the hard 1-2 shift is good because it, makes the clutch pack last longer. So I
It
mean, it's
only
not.
happens, and what's crazy is it only happens at low speed. If I hammer down, which I do a lot of times when I'm taking off from light, I don't even feel it. I don't even know it shift. I didn't even notice it shifts. It's when I take off normal behind people that it shifts hard.
I just wonder if it's damn searching for RPM when it does that.
And when I did an update with my tuner, and I changed it to do the hard shift, the more firm shift. Oh my God. If I was going slow and it did that shift, it felt like somebody hit me.
So what it's doing is,
first time it happened, I thought I got rear-ended.
what it's doing is it's adjusting the line pressure. So like on my 475W, I've got a controller for it, and I can adjust the line pressure per RPM and percentage of throttle. So if I crank it up for light throttle, it will be just like I've got a
Shift kit in it.
shift kit in it, and it would just go bam and just slam each one, which I didn't want to do it. So I adjusted mine, and my 2-3 shift was a little bit on the lighter side, and I'm like, this is interesting. So then I increased the line pressure for that, and then all of a sudden that's more similar to the 1-2.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
So it's funny though. Like I said, when I took the the SCT tuner I have, which transmission do you have in that one, Mike?
Who's that?
I don't remember.
475W, and I've got a Quick 4 controller.
No, I'm talking barbecue Mike. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Barbecue Mike. Is his an automatic or a manual?
Would my automatic transmission be okay for the 347, or should it be upgraded to handle the power?
You need to upgrade it to handle the power because you got an AOD in that car. If it's an automatic, you got an AOD. If it's a manual, you got a T5.
He's got he's got an AOD. So yeah, you need to upgrade it somewhat for more power, I think. But
yeah, you're gonna need to upgrade that, buddy. Because the first time you hammer down on it, you're gonna lose the AOD. Ask me how I know.
The SCT, and I just used what's built into the SCT, the basic tunes, and I changed it to that firm shift. I literally thought, I'm taking off really slow, coming out of a parking lot, and I swore somebody rear-ended me. It shifted so freaking hard. So as soon as that happened, I got home that day and I changed the shift pattern back to smooth because I was like, no, I can't deal with that. I can't sit here and, every time I got a hard 1-2 shift like it does when you're going slow, feel like somebody rear-ended me.
Yeah.
It scared me. I was like, oh, shit, I'm looking for the car that's supposedly behind me that hit me. And actually, I thought it was the truck. And I'm like, but there's nobody behind me, not a single car. I was like, holy fuck, what was that? And then I realized it was the transmission shifting. Like that is, that's a little too firm. So I changed it back and put it back to stock. And now I know.
Mike, you can run that AOD as long as you take it easy on it because it ain't gonna handle all the power you're gonna throw. It ain't gonna handle the torque. It ain't the power, it's the torque. It's not gonna handle it.
Well, in my opinion, torque is power, but when it comes talking to a transmission, torque is power. A lot of transmissions will handle a lot of horsepower. They just don't handle any torque.
They ain't. I'm gonna tell you that AOD ain't gonna handle it. I can
And I
tell
know
you
it
from
won't.
experience. I know it won't. I've done
Well,
ripped too
like
many
I
of them out.
said, you said it won't handle power, and when you say that to me, that just means it won't handle the torque.
Right.
The
Torque is
will
for
handle.
transmission. But one
Well, that's
thing
what
real quick,
I did say.
barbecue,
That
Mike.
I said it won't
Yeah,
handle the
you
torque. That's what I
did,
said.
and I was just clarifying how I think of power when I talk about transmissions. It's more torque than it
Yeah,
is
that
horsepower.
is in torque. Barbecue,
Yeah.
Mike, what I'd recommend, look up, what the hell is his name? Silver Fox Transmissions. Google that and then go to his website. He's got a tech information page. There's actually two of them. And he goes through AOD, 470Ws, 475Ws, the inherent weaknesses of each, how much horsepower that it can handle, and what parts fail. So you can see, say, if it's at 400 foot-pounds of torque that it fails, and it'll tell you what parts fail in it. So you know, hey, so if I'm getting up to X horsepower level, here's the parts that are going to fail. Here's what I should probably upgrade ahead of time if that's needed. But Silver Fox Transmissions is owned by a gentleman by the name of Dan, and he's got a Facebook forum which is for the AOD 470W and 475Ws, and I'm part of that group as well. So
Yeah,
you can
man.
always
All
reach out
them
to
groups
Dan.
I was a member of, man. I exited everyone. I left every single one of those. All I kept seeing was a bunch of poison coming from there. A bunch of guys that get on there, and when they're talking, they have no fucking clue what they're talking about. But yet they're sitting here telling people to do that shit. And I'm like, dude, y'all speaking from street experience. I'm speaking from track experience. I've been there, done that shit. I know what works and I know what don't work. And what you talk about, mother, ain't gonna work.
What I'm specifically in, the 0304 Cobra group, the 0304 Mach 1 group, the AOD 470W transmission group, the modular engine builders groups. There's a couple of those, and that's pretty much. And a rotary engine group. But that's
I'm
pretty
sure
much
you was.
it. The ones like the SN95s and the New Edge and the Fox Body groups. I don't read any of that stuff anymore because that's just drama.
Fox body groups are nothing
Real
but
quick,
poison, man.
what engine are you starting with? Is this just a good old a 302 that he's starting with?
No, he got that damn Mexican block from Gary.
It's 347, so it's stroked.
So it what's the block itself?
It's a 302 Mexican block, which can handle a lot of power.
Okay, it's a 302.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
But
it's just a basic small block 302 block, not a small block 351.
No. You're not going to get a 351 out of 347 anyway.
Well, you could always just stroke. I mean,
yeah. I mean, who wants to do that? I mean, why would anybody want to do that?
No, the only engine
that's like why start out big? Why start out big and go backwards?
You can buy some aftermarket blocks that are not Ford. You can buy and make 347s out of them. I was just asking.
Oh yeah. No. But yeah, no. He got that really good block from Gary, so he can throw some power at it, and that block's going to handle it. So that's a good thing about that block.
So Salty, the only engine that I know of that's been destroked that was a very good engine. 350 down to the 327.
Yes.
Which that was a great that's a great engine to do that with.
327 Rocket.
I don't think it was a 327 Rocket. You're talking about Pontiac now.
Oh, I'm talking Pontiac now. My fault. But 327, the Chevy motor, that was a good engine.
327 Chevy motor was a great engine. So was a 289. That was also a great engine by Chevrolet. I'm sorry. I'm not 289. 283. I'm sorry, 283. That was also a good engine by Chevrolet. There you
go. And the 289 is also a 302 block.
Yeah, that's 289 is a Ford. Yeah,
I swear the 289 is a 302 block.
There's a couple little subtle changes to it.
It's a very similar cast.
Oh yeah, very similar. But it's just an older cast block.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, it's just an older cast, thicker block. They can handle a lot more heat. They can wind up really high.
What is it? The Mexican block has what? A high
It's a thicker poured block.
Is it thicker?
Yes, it's a thicker poured block.
But I thought its metal content was different too.
It is, but I can't tell you. If Gary was here, he could tell you the exact metals and stuff like that, but I can't remember what it is. I just know it's a hell of a lot better block than any 302 stock blocks you'll buy. You'll have to go to an aftermarket to get better than that block.
Yeah.
It's that good of a block. I mean, he's got a good starting point. He got a hell of a damn motor. So he can put some power to it. That 340, that block ain't even gonna sneeze at the 347. That block's gonna love the shit out of it, and it's gonna ask for more. But if I wouldn't try to go all out. If I was Mike, Mike is gonna be driving this car to car shows and down to Ford Takeover. Dude, there's no way I would be trying to trick that block out and build some right now, badass motor, because then you're gonna be in the money all the time.
Unless something drastically changes between now and next May or June, I won't be going to Ford Takeover. I might drive up there for a day, and that's about it. My cars are money is gone. There ain't.
I can tell you, I won't be there. I got no desire to go to Ford Takeover. I got no desire to go there. I'm sorry. It's just. Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. The only reason why I would want to go, and it's not to see the cars, dude. I've seen so many damn cars in my life. It ain't no big deal. Only reason I would want to go is to see all you guys and finally meet everybody, say hello, hang out, shit. That would be the only reason I'd want to go to Ford Takeover. Other than that, see the cars wouldn't even be a thought in my mind. I wouldn't give a damn about the cars.
No, I give a damn about my car. At least last year I had the Mustang running. You know, it was there. Mustang's not running right now. It's not moving, not running, nothing.
Yeah, but it's your supercharger, but the clutch is the main thing. Once you get the clutch going,
the superchargers. So the clutch isn't the main thing because I have another clutch, so that's easy. I don't have another part for the supercharger.
No, but the good thing about it, if you did want to get your car running, I'm just this is hypothetically speaking. If you did want to get your car back on the road, you could. You just have to take all the supercharger stuff back off and return it to stock. So I mean, I'm just saying there is that option so you can enjoy your car.
And I have thought about it. I've thought about taking it completely back to stock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that is, like I said, that always is a consideration for you if that's something you ever wanted to do, so you can actually get out and enjoy your car and not make it a drag car and beat it to death anymore.
Well, I'm still thinking about keeping. You know, I'd love to have it more than stock power. Stock power isn't enough for me. But
well, you know, maybe one day save up money and, you know, first go get you a transmission and get you an automatic like you want. That's what you've been wanting. So I would go that route first, and then I would.
If it's ever going to be on the road at all, I want it to be a stick shift.
Okay, well, there you go, and maybe save up money one day, and maybe put all your Whipple stuff out there for sale. Get some funds in, and maybe go buy you a used ESS kit out there somewhere that somebody's going to sell, and there you go.
Yeah, I wish I had gotten that ESS. When I bought my Whipple, though, you have to understand, when I bought the Whipple with the 10 rib kit, the 4-post harness or the 4-post, cage that goes in the back, along with all the pieces of car inserts that were already cut to go with it, so I wouldn't have to damage any of mine.
Gotcha.
Two seats, two racing seats, 2 5-point harnesses to go in there, and then a bunch of other little things like interior parts and gauges and all that to make it into the PP1 style.
Yeah, I got you.
And I got all that for $8,000.
That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah, the only thing it was missing was the overflow, the water tank and the pump, because those got damaged in the accident.
Well, like I said, I mean, hell, you got a hell of a deal. So I mean, you really can't. If I'd have been you, I'd have probably jumped on that deal too, because that's just like a deal you just can't turn down. That's just too good of a deal to say no to.
Yeah, and it was fine if I'd been smart. The transit, if I had not been stupid and left it out in the trailer all winter long with water in it, it'd have been fine.
You know, man, we can say what we would do and all that kind of shit, but when you done it, it's over with. Then you just got to move on.
Anybody but myself for that. I'm the
Hey,
one.
I've done shit. I've done that same shit, man. I've done stupid shit like that before, not thinking about
it until this year, and I was like, holy shit! I bet you anything it froze that when it got down to 4 degrees.
Mm-hmm. I ain't been there and done that, man. I've done stuff like that, not thinking about it before.
Kitchen water froze twice. I do need to get into my wall and insulate that damn line so that doesn't.
Hey, happen. I busted a whole fucking block one time, letting my car sit in the garage.
Yeah.
My race car. I had no antifreeze in it. It sit there all winter. And back in those days, I didn't have heat and AC in my shop. It sit right in there all winter long with nothing but water in it, and pow, busted a fucking very expensive 408 stroker.
Yep.
And that wasn't nobody's fault but my own. I did it myself.
I don't even know that the intercooler itself, the front intercooler, I don't know that doesn't have a hole in it. I don't think it does, because I think I would have seen water leaking out of that.
Yeah, I would have think
so too. There's no water leaking out of it, so.
Yeah, you might be pretty good there.
I think it was all just, and it's, I wish it was something I could fix myself and weld up, but for $450, you could replace the whole damn thing.
Well, you never know. You might be able to look around and just bide your time and just keep looking for a sale, or somebody throw one on Marketplace that's a good one and it's a good deal, and run out there and grab it. You never know.
All I need is the intercooler. Nobody's going to sell me just the intercooler. Yeah, that's an internal part to the damn thing. Nobody's going to just.
Well, yeah, I understand that.
Brand new for $450.
Well, you never know. Things could happen, and you might slip into some money one day, and you're like, hell, you know what? I got a few extra dollars. Let me call and order this thing.
Yeah.
But by that time, you might have done changed your mind and say, you know what? I'm gonna take all this shit off and just save my pennies. And when I finally get it, I'm gonna get me an ESS and put it on my car.
I have that full rear end, lower suspension. The rear subframe. I have a whole brand new one it's not brand new, it's used, but a whole new one that's fully stock. That if I wanted to make my car feel, ride better again, throw that on.
Mm-hmm. Well, you never know. It might be something you want to do, and just make the Focus your primary fast car, and keep your Mustang to really just cruise around and enjoy the hell out of it. You never know.
The only way my Focus is going to be the primary fast car is if I get a built engine for it, and that ain't happening.
Well,
it was going to happen until my old one got destroyed, until somebody hit me, until that son of a bitch destroyed my goddamn. Oh God. That
like I said, you never know. Pinks might be sitting in the living room one day and say, you know what? I'm going to return my car back to stock, and I'm going to sell all this damn Whipple shit, and I'm going to take that money and I'm going to go buy me an aftermarket block.
If only
for my Focus.
So the block I want, the block and head I want is over $8,000 now.
Yeah, I know you want the same block and head that Mike's got.
Except
I think he's just got the head, right?
No, he's just got the block. I want
just the block. Okay.
But he's got the block. I want the built block. I don't want the block to put my stuff in. I want the built block that's fully done, ready to go.
It's called what? The one block or something like that? The one block, the one head or something shit like that?
One head. It's called the one complete. You can buy it all as one thing. And it comes completely put together.
I'll walk in and check on my dog, make sure she ain't trying to make no suicide jump off the damn bed.
And it's like 700 horsepower basically with the right
Hey, sweetie.
With the right turbo baby. Out of the box. What's up, Bama? How you doing?
Come on. Bama. Boy, what you doing out of bed? Here?
I've been on here, fool. I've been listening to you.
Get your old ass back in bed. Don't you know you need your 100 hours of sleep?
Between me and you, Salty.
Come on.
Hey. Speaking of sleep, so I finished work today around my time about 5:30, and I went to sleep till like 8 o'clock.
Nice. I got home from work around 3-ish, 3:30.
Since Granny's still awake. Here,
I start work at 6:30 in the morning. So
I know.
So I got home. I think I left there around 3 today, and then I had to go to town.
I completely crashed. It's been so stressful all week with work that I just shut down and needed a reboot.
Oh, I get that. Totally get that. So
I do that a lot.
I'm sitting at work this morning and I get a call
Come
from,
What's that?
Roy,
Come
the owner of the company, Roy and Dilla,
What's
who are
that?
on the way home from Camden in Arkansas, the place I went the last two times. And they're on the way home, and they decided at that point that's when they have to call me and tell me about all the stuff I need to get done and do and change and all that. And I'm like, yeah, and we'll go over this Monday. You're in the office and I'm in the office, and we have it all on paper. But I mean, you got to get it to me. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they did tell me some information, so I got some changes made, some things done. But they called me 3 times this morning, and I'm like, I'm doing this, that, and you're telling me on the phone, and I'm having to hold the phone because my Bluetooth doesn't work for shit. So I can't write anything down or do anything while I'm doing this. So, and they say to me right at the end, it's like, you probably can't remember all this. I'm like, yeah, no, I can't. So too much information all at once.
Oh, I've got something cool to show you. Let me turn my camera on here.
Oh,
I
Pick
picked
your
up
nose. Pick your nose first. We don't want to see your boogers.
Hold
hanging
on
out.
1 second before you do it. I am going to change it so you're not circles anymore.
All right, so let me put my phone
Pick your
down.
nose first. We don't want to see your boogers hanging out.
Okay, and there you go. But you're sideways.
All right, so I picked up a 3D printer, Bamboo Labs A1, and I did a video on it, but this is one of the first things that I printed. And tell me if you know what this is.
I know exactly what that is. It's the
Well,
Whopper.
That's the Whopper. Look at this.
Would you like to
Hold
play
on.
a game?
Whoa, come here.
How about chess?
How about
Come on,
global
come
thermonuclear war?
Well, the Whopper didn't start with that. That's what the dude wanted. The kid wanted to
Yeah.
play.
But that's what it
Whopper.
looks like.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that. I've seen that movie many times. So you
War
got
games.
you got an A1?
I got an A1. A1 combo.
Oh, nice.
So I got some more filament on its way, different colors, and I'm going to make a T800 Terminator bust.
Nice. So how big? What's the? Is that like a 500 by 500 millimeter?
2 millimeters. It's inch wise. It's like 11 inches by 11 inches by 11 inches.
Okay, so it's around that. Okay.
Medium size one. It's not the super big and it's not the super small, but you could do car parts with it. So I can do PLA, PEG G.
Yep.
And then I've got a case, hot box to go around it. So then I could do ABS, and I could also do carbon filaments, carbon fiber filaments.
It'll do the carbon filament.
Yeah, I've got a hard nozzle that I picked up, a tool steel one, and it will do the carbon fiber filaments.
Nice.
So I'm looking to learn CAD and start making some car parts and stuff for little
What CAD
things.
are you using?
Yeah.
Sorry about the train. Damn phone's in my pocket and I'm walking a dog. Hard for me to get to my phone.
Okay, so you're like the 290 300 millimeter.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a nice unit. I mean, it's pretty much the iPhone of the 3D printers because it's pretty much just select, print, and poof. So I've got the app on my phone. I can be in the house on the Wi-Fi, select a print, select which colors I'm going to print from, and then just hit create. And it's creating it in the shop, and I could turn on the camera and watch it print.
I still have the Creality 3D Pro that's in a box sitting up upstairs. That's still in the same box it came in. I should probably sell that, and because I'm never going to have time to open it and deal with it.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's one of the older one. It's an older one now. It's like really old. I only paid like $100 for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they sell them now for 75 or less. This version.
If you ever got some time off, you throw a bunch of stuff on eBay.
Yeah. Probably should. I got a lot of stuff. Oh, I have sold a lot of stuff. I sold a heater. I sold one of those kerosene, jet heaters, the little 80K one. Sold
You
one
sold
of
the
those. The other day.
toolbox?
That thing went quick, but I had so many people messaging me from over an hour away, and I'm like, I'm not holding it. I'm not gonna say, come and get it, but I'm not gonna say don't come and get it. But if you get here before somebody else, but I'm not gonna say, you're paying me cash, so I'm not gonna hold it for you. So definitely call before you come. Finally, somebody who lives not far away bought it.
Yep.
and it was like within a day though. But I got so many people wanting to buy it. Oh, I want that. And I'm like, and it's got one problem. So it's got the little, the gauge in it, tells you how much fuel you got. Well, when we moved, something fell on it and it broke the glass off. So it doesn't have the glass over it. So, the fuel can evaporate through that, which if you're using it, it won't. You're going to use it fast enough. It doesn't matter. But the quick fix is, put some tape over it and it'll, stop that and you'll still be able to see it. Some clear tape, like packing tape would fix it, or you take it out and put a new one in. You can buy new ones. It unscrews. And
Saran wrap that bastard. You'll be fine.
They're 100. What? Yeah, that'd work too. They're like 150 new. I sold it for $50. It went quick.
I'm sure it did for $50.
I had one of those builders, the cheap ceiling fans. I bought 3.
Yeah.
Only ended up using 2 of them. I sold one for $30, which is half price. But I'd had it for so long I couldn't return it. But it sold. That one sold within 2 hours. What else did I'm trying to sell. I was trying to sell that downpipe for her exhaust downpipe for the Mustang, but I don't think it'll fit on anybody else. I found out when I messaged, it was specifically made for that turbo kit. So I mean, you could use that turbo kit without that turbo for another turbo, and you just have to buy the whole thing. You have to have you'd have to have the flange and the turbo mounts too. It's the adapter between the engine and the turbo, and it's an external wastegate, so you have to have that. But I have that to sell too. I'll sell all of it to you, but it's going to not be cheap. It's going to be like $300 or more, $300 to $400 for the downpipe, the flange, the external wastegate, all that. $300-400. That's cheap because the external wastegate is $400.
Come on, girl. You need to hurry do your thing. It's fucking cold out here.
Didn't you sell your toolbox as well? One of them.
Come on.
I sold a toolbox. Yeah, I sold that. I sold my 20-year-old toolbox for $100.
Yeah.
I could have gotten more for it had I put it out, but I sold it to a new guy that's working in our shop. Yeah, and I paid $150 for it when it was brand new.
Man, it was a long time ago.
20 years, yeah. But that's what it was on sale for $149 when it was normally $199, and I bought it when it was on sale. Harbor Freight, baby.
Here's the sad thing about it, Pinks. 20 years ago, we were young. What happened?
I wasn't that young.
I wasn't that damn young.
I was 33 20 years ago.
I was hell no. I was damn 34, fixing to be 35.
Yeah, I was 33 20 years ago. So
I was very late 20s.
But I'll tell you right now, I was in a lot better shape than I was.
Hell yeah.
Compared to what I am now. What up, Fat Boy Fox? How's it going?
20 years ago, I wasn't but 40.
Yeah, I know.
You still an old motherfucker compared to me.
Salty, I wasn't talking to you, little prick.
All right, girl. You need to get to your damn business. It's cold out here.
Dale isn't young either. Dale isn't young. What are you, 60? You're 69?
Who?
Or no, 20 years ago. Sorry, 59. You're 59. Shit.
59.
My brain just fried and added an extra 10 years to that. Because I'm old and I can't think straight anymore.
Well, that's the problem. I could tell that you're age and I could tell that I'm age. And when you start saying, I know that the word starts with a letter and you're like, it started with an A. Yeah, that's cognitive decline. But the question is, What happens to us in our 60s when we're still trying to do our job? Are they going to be lenient for us? Are they going to say, "Dude, you're too fucking
You
old"?
you can guarantee they will not be lenient.
They're older than I am, so
Oh,
screw 'em.
that doesn't mean they don't want young people working for them.
They don't-
What
they
young
do
people are
for the
going to work?
engineers, but for drafters,
Bama's got a point. What young people still wants
Yeah,
to work?
what young people don't work?
Maybe that's the thing that saves
Come on.
us.
Oh, it will be because
And it
we
probably is.
can't get nobody to work at the plant, dude. And I'm talking about very decent damn jobs.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of money are you talking about, though? That's going to be the whole ass kicker these days.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You got
Money's the driving
You
force.
got to start somewhere, though, Salty. When you're young.
Oh, I get
Well,
that,
yeah,
but they're
yeah,
talking
but
they're
what
talking
he's
about
saying
raising the
is,
damn minimum wage to $15 an hour, and if you go to work for a company, they're going to start you out at 12. Well, they're going to say, well, fuck that, I'll go to McDonald's and make 15, and that's just what they do.
but the thing is, like with mine, I mean, they can bring in someone and pay them less that's got less experience, and they could save. I don't want to say how much, but a good amount. So that's like in corporate America when you move up into like director roles and senior director and all that stuff, the pay goes up, but I mean it's like if they can get a newer guy with less experience that still fits that role and they can save, X amount, sometimes all they give a shit about is the bottom line.
Oh, Mike, good thing we're talking about this. Remember that buddy I was telling you about? And you said all you needed to see from him was his resume.
Yeah.
He's wanting to know, how does he get that to you?
You got
Email?
my number, have him have him send me a text.
Okay, I will.
I think it might. My brain keeps wanting to say it's a Shurion, but that doesn't sound right all at the same time.
He said his email. He said his resume's ready to go. All he's got to do is send it to you.
Yeah, just give him my phone number, have him text me and say that that he's a friend of Salty. And,
Okay.
and I'll know, and I'll because otherwise I'll ignore it.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'll take care of that. But you're gonna have to text me with your last name because I have no damn clue what your last name is. So you have to text me that.
It's Garage.
No.
Just like
We
mine.
won't.
We're
I tell
brothers.
you what, Salty, it's just the four of us in the group. Let me put my email address in the primary chat.
No,
And,
just you got my number. Text it to me. Don't do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let
Yeah,
me
just
do
text
that
it to
whole
him,
thing.
dude.
Come on.
Come on, Mike.
You're not staying out
Never
here because
gonna
I ain't
pass
staying
it.
out here. Too fucking
Yeah,
cold
yeah.
for that.
Say with that kind of attitude. We put it in this semi-private chat that's not really private at all.
Yeah, exactly. Because any asshole that sees that link and wants to join can see your message. Like all them damn dudes that came in on Pinks that time, they will see your message. Come on, go.
Yep.
Get in there.
So
you got put it in text. So just have him shoot me an email on that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what his name is. So, or I'll have him tell you what his name is.
What's his first name?
John.
John. Okay.
Or John. Well, Jonathan.
Jonathan. Okay.
Yeah. We don't call him that. We got a nickname for him. We call him because now he's a diehard Mopar guy. And I mean diehard. When I tell you diehard, he's diehard. And he's a diehard Alabama Sucky Tide guy. So, and I give him hell all the time about it.
It's better than a dog's ass.
I'll be damned. Can't say that no more. Y'all ain't got Saban leaving the charge. So can't say that no more. Hey, and
sucking guy.
And y'all lost to a non-ranked team. So you can't really say Alabama ain't got no right to open their mouth and say nothing.
Well, you can't say nothing. You lost to us.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, we did not lose. We did not lose to a non-ranked team.
But you lost to a team that lost to a non-ranked team, so that's worse.
That's even worse.
Huh?
That's
What's
worse.
going to do with it? No, I put another one on her. I'm on the phone, Mom. I can't talk to you and them too.
I knew you were doing a two conversation there.
Nah, Sauce is just mad because we lost to a team that sucks and Georgia
Well,
lost
Yeah.
to us.
I just saw Waddell's put it. He has to put his name on his shirt so he remembers what it is. Yeah, I know.
Oh, I trust me. Been there and done that. you ain't by yourself,
I
Dale.
told them, "Hi, my name's Gator," because there's a
Yeah.
little alligator on my shirt. So I figured.
I'm gonna tell you, if it wasn't some time for my mama calling my name so much, I'd forget my damn name.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, as much as she keeps me running, you're damn right I'd forget my name. But yeah, Mike, I'll talk to him just here shortly. We're gonna be raiding here shortly, so
Yep.
as soon as he comes back, I'll have him on Discord and I'll tell him everything that he needs to do and stuff like that. Or if you got Discord, you can just come in our Discord and talk to him yourself.
I don't have Discord.
So you're missing out.
I've had it before, but yeah.
I have Discord, but it's not something I chat on. Really, it's not I'm on Discord for one of the groups I'm in. We have a Discord chat, which
when we raid, we have to be on Discord when we raid.
Well, you're
Because-
using Discord for actual live chat for talking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we used to use.
TeamSpeak.
TeamSpeak, yeah.
TeamSpeak, yeah. We used to use TeamSpeak before Discord came out.
I had a Ventrilo and a TeamSpeak server on my own on my server at my house.
So
Yeah, I used to have a TeamSpeak server too.
let me ask you this question, Salty. So you're talking about Discord and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You know this person in person.
Well, put it this way. I have never met him, but I've been knowing him ever since he was in high school. I've been knowing him ever since like 99 to 2000. We have been gaming that long together.
Okay, don't give him my email then. If you haven't met him in person, then I don't.
No. John, you will never meet a better person than John. I'm telling you right now, he is a good dude. And he is going through the exact same thing that I'm going through right now with my mom. But he's doing it with both of his parents. He's got a brother. He's got a brother that won't help him, and I got 5 siblings that won't help me.
Unless you've met him in person and can vouch for him in person, don't give him my email.
All right.
Sorry, man.
It is what it is then. All right. No problem.
I know,
all right.
it's just,
we'll drop it. No, nothing else to talk about. Let's let it go. Nothing else to talk about.
All right.
Yeah, I get that. I know where you're coming from there, Mike. I understand how that works.
Anyway, let's go back and talk about cars.
Yep.
Cars. Mine are broken.
Or we can talk about Bama's favorite person, Kamala Harris.
Yes, I'm voting for her.
He likes hers about as much as he likes his team Alabama.
So you guys will find this hilarious, and this is political, but it's funny though. So at the driveway for my subdivision, you guys know I live on a smaller subdivision with a gravel road. So there were 2 Trump signs that were put up. You know, the metal standard signs with the standard ones that you see on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So there were 2 Trump ones put up, and then some local official one. And it was there for about a week. And then all of a sudden, a Kamala Harris one gets put up between the 2 Trump ones. That lasted about 3 days, and then it got pulled. And then 2 days later, someone pulled both the Trump ones.
Probably the person who put out the Kamala Harris one.
Yeah. So there's a website that you can go to in North Carolina and see what someone is registered with. So it is in my subdivision, it's half are Republican, and then 25% is Democrat and 25% is
Liberal.
No, not liberal.
Independent.
Unclassified or on whatever that it is.
It's independent, isn't it?
It's what?
Isn't it called independent when you're not with either?
there's a certain classification. It's not independent, but there's a term for it in North Carolina, but it's not defined or whatever that it is. Um, so I knew that in my subdivision what everybody is, and I'm uh, also listed as that, not as a Republican. I'm listed
Non-classified.
as, yeah, non-classified. So I'm listed as that. And a reason being is I'm new and I'm from Illinois. And believe it or not, in my subdivision, it's been the Democrats here that have been the nicest and most welcoming, and the Republicans haven't been. So uh, my friends that are Democrats, that I talk to them, they could tell that I'm a Republican, and we just don't talk politics and that kind of stuff. We talk about
Best
other
thing,
stuff. But
best thing to do.
they've been very, very nice people and very welcoming. And what's kind of interesting is that, leaving a blue state, going to a red state, I thought it was going to be the Republicans that would be the most welcoming of someone that has Republican ideas, but it was actually the Democrats that were the most welcoming. And
Well, that's because they think you're a Democrat because you come from a Democratic state.
Exactly.
they might think that, but we've had conversations, so they know where that I sit. But they still reach out to me, and we still hang out and talk and stuff. So it's maybe it's because the Democrats that are here that I'm friends with, they all moved from somewhere else, whereas all the locals are the Republicans, and the locals are just locals.
Yeah, then that's asking why y'all infiltrating their damn house. Get your ass out.
Right.
So I get a little pushback from some people sometimes because I'm not from the South, they say, because I moved here from Washington, and I'm like, I grew up in North Carolina. Shut up. But you don't
Well,
sound like you're from the South. I'm like, neither do you. So leave me alone.
it's
Well, there's
I
no
mean,
mistaking where I'm from.
Hell,
Hey, me and Bama, you can't mistake where we're from. That's 100% guarantee there.
hell, right?
Me and Bama, we got it blood deep.
We're from so far south. We're from hell.
So, do I sound completely like a Yankee, or has that
Yeah, you
changed
do.
a little bit?
No.
Looks
It's not
like
like you don't sound Yankee, but you don't sound
like
Southern
you.
either. So
I don't
Do I
sound Southern,
sound a
do
little
I?
bit in between now, picking
no,
up
Pink,
some
you
of the
don't sound
stuff?
Southern.
No, I don't. I did when I was a kid. I did, but it was a long time ago. Always got their TV on in the background. I hear it. We're
Yeah,
watching.
I hear it.
Sound like sports, maybe?
Definitely not me. I don't watch sports.
No, it was Bama. He muted. He walked into a room that had the TV on.
Yeah,
me,
but I thought
man.
that was funny
And
with
that's
the
an old
signs in the
fashioned. Oh,
subdivision.
so good. So good.
Come on, girl. Oh,
So Bullet makes a pre-made old-fashioned and a Manhattan, and their old-fashioned, the pre-made in the bottle, is really, really good. I mean, I know you can't drink it, Nick, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's
So
other
what are you
people here.
guys thinking with the election? Do you think Trump's going to pull it off, or you think he's gonna lose?
Okay, so as the tides have been turning lately, I think he might pull it off, but I'm still worried that there's going to be some underhanded backstabbing dealings, and he's not going to.
Well, I know that he's winning in North Carolina, but I think he's going to lose the state. And here's why. You've got the west of the state is dark red.
Yeah.
Okay. And the west of the state, Asheville and all that area, since they lost all their infrastructure,
Yep.
number one, where they voting, I think your mail-in ballots are due by the end of this week for North Carolina. So you would have had to have somehow gotten a ballot and somehow
Exactly.
mailed it when there's no infrastructure. Plus,
well, they might give those people an extension, so you got to look at it that way too.
But whatever.
Due to the circumstances
Your
that they
largest
were under.
areas in North Carolina are Charlotte to Raleigh. That's your most populous area.
Oh yeah, 100%.
which are blue.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the reason. That's the reason. Like Washington State, where I lived, it's really a mostly red state until you get to Seattle. But Seattle has so many fucking people living there. They always outvoted us, and they're trying now for the first time. And they're trying. And I got something in my. I still get text. Unfortunately, I have to tell them to stop because I don't live there anymore. They're trying to get a new governor, a Republican governor. There has not been a Republican governor in Washington State in over 40 years. And the state's gone to shit.
I think North Carolina should be allowed, or not North Carolina, that Northern California should be able to split off from the rest.
No shit, they do too. It's kind of like Eastern Washington thinks they should be able to split off from Western Washington and become a state, a large state with Idaho and part of Eastern Oregon. They want to create a state because they hate how it works because they're always outvoted by Seattle. You know, because there's so many million fucking liberals living in Seattle, and that ruins the entire state.
Didn't California try that a few years back?
Yeah, but it never gets.
It fizzled so early; it didn't even get a chance. Oh, we started talking politics. The view count dropped in here down to 2.
Oh shit!
Oh, I'm sure.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. I started doing it too. I don't care. Well, we're going to talk about what we want to talk about because it's my channel. I don't care.
But I think North Carolina. I think it's going to go
blue.
It's going to go blue.
And that's why I moved out of that state. Damn it! That's why I left there in 1990.
No. Well, no, it's going to go blue because the western part isn't going to be able to vote. It would have been red.
I got a question from a redneck that's stupid as hell. How's that?
There you go.
All right. So, both of y'all lived in blue states, right?
Yep.
All right. Why do they keep voting that way? Are they getting something that they think they're getting or they're not getting? I don't understand. I mean, I just don't understand.
I don't know because I've lived in a blue state where it just got worse and worse every fucking year. But the people that, like I said, Seattle runs it. They're fucking inside. They all have these jobs that pay way too much, and they all live in a city, and they think their shit doesn't stink, and they cost it. They make it cost so much more for everybody else, but they don't care about anybody else. They care about themselves, and they're happy, and they're everything's free flowing, and they all went to liberal arts school, and I don't fucking know what their problem is, but they keep voting that way even when shit gets bad.
So I can explain it.
Is it coming down to where they're making so much money they don't give a shit about nobody else? I'm trying to figure it out.
No, I can explain it. So, grained into the core of the Democrat Party is more government is better, more policies are better, more regulation is better, more government control is better.
Yeah.
And that's the core belief. So if there's an issue, it's because of the private sector. So for example, if the average person doesn't have much, it's always the greedy corporations. The greedy corporations created the inflation because
that's stupid as hell too, though. Yeah, go ahead.
So if we have more government regulation over corporations, that would resolve the problem. Even though the government caused the issue of the inflation, they'll never look bad on the government. It's always the private sector. So, for example, you have Kamala saying we need to do price fixing on groceries.
Oh,
you can't do that.
You can't,
right?
do
But
that.
that's increasing regulation. That's
Merry
more government.
Halloween. What's up, Mr. Mach 1? Welcome to the channel.
So
Mr. Gary,
the
what's going on, sir?
More government is better. Hey, how you doing, Mach 1? So hopefully that helps. Bama.
Well, I mean, I understood that, but I knew that before you said it, but I'm just thinking, why do they keep voting that way? I don't understand, because the Democratic Party at one time was for the working man. It ain't no more. It ain't been that way for the last
not.
20 years, 8.
The problem is neither party is really for the working man. They're for themselves. That's all there is to it. When
What
it
are you
comes to
doing, girl?
politics, they're for them fucking selves. They don't really give a rat's ass about anybody else, other than their friends. That's politics. That's how it's gotten to be. It's no longer the people serving the people like it used to be.
No, it's the politicians serving themselves.
Yep. We're all just trying to find the better one. And unfortunately nowadays there ain't no better one. I mean, there's
We just got to do our research and try our best to pick the lesser of two evils and hope we pick right. That's all we can do.
That's about it. That's about
I'm
it.
serious. I mean, that's really what it all comes down to anymore.
It's a sad state of affairs. And anybody who's voting for more government doesn't realize this country was founded on the fact of less government.
That's right. Exactly right.
That's what this country was about.
But it's
Oh,
it's
look
the
who's
progression of
here.
human nature. You always start with something that is pure and
There
clean,
he is.
and then
Yeah.
things get added onto it, then it crumbles, and then the next civilization starts.
DRZ 400S Dual Sport. Welcome to the channel.
Don't ask me why the hell it came out like that, but yeah, that's
Hey,
my other channel.
that sounds like a fun bike. I tell you that.
Oh, it is.
Were you
Hello, Mr. Gary.
in another chat with the motorcycle guys using that name?
No, I have it. That's my other channel.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, before Gary come on here, he was hanging out with the Hells Angels.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh no, it was the Banditos.
Oh, sorry.
Banditos.
My best friend used to be a Bandito. It's unusual to see somebody get out of that club.
So, Gary, what's the newest and the greatest, kind sir?
Just been busy working, man. I mean, it's crazy.
Is it just me, or has this year and everybody at my work has felt this, and other people that I've talked to in IT have felt this? I don't know if you guys have felt this in your sector, but this year, the amount of work that's been placed on people seems to be much more than what's been asked in the past, and everybody is hitting fucking burnout.
Yeah,
Well, I really want to take that and we're going to get back to this government talking. Our government has so much to do with it. Everybody's got to work the overtime to make the money to survive.
Inflation, man, it's killing everybody.
Inflation is definitely took a toll on us.
Yeah.
But do you see your work is more demanding, Gary, to where management is just like, we need to do more, and the person's like, I can't do anymore?
Well, see, I'm going to tell you, anytime we have an election year, and anybody that's worked in machining or anything like that, sales go down because products ain't selling, because people don't want to buy because they know it's election year. So with that being the case, they try to get ahead of the game by pushing you harder to get more product out. Does that make sense?
Yep,
That makes sense.
perfect sense. Been there, done that.
So I mean, so yeah, it's harder, and I feel it probably every election year.
Do you think part of it is people are just stressed more due to inflation, and they're taking that stress into work?
Inflation has
Or-
kicked everybody's ass this year. Well, no, it ain't just this year. It's kicked everybody's ass the last 4 years. People
But
are
this
just
year
exhausted.
just seems bad.
Because it's an election year, though. But if you put everything together, it all has something to do with it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working more than 40 hours a week lately, and I'm salaried, so I don't get paid overtime.
When that sucks.
It does, and I'm not used to that. And recently, I've worked a lot of overtime.
Well, Dale, you haven't been to work.
Yeah,
But I mean, the thing about it is that even in Michigan, salary gets overtime.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. Some states, yeah.
Yeah.
And certain salaries in even in almost any state, there are types of salary that can get overtime, but mine
Yes.
is not. What is it? Non-exempt, right?
Well, you have production salary. Some people that
Yeah.
are actually their salary, but they're production workers, they get paid overtime.
Okay. So we had some people that got paid overtime at my last job that were salaried. Like when they were traveling and doing jobs, they were working, so they'd get paid overtime. But I was hourly then, so I got paid overtime. Oh, you're a quitter, Dale. Man,
He's not a
what?
He's not a quitter. He just ain't all there anymore.
None of us
I
are.
haven't been all there for years.
We know. But I mean, when it comes right to it, we have stress levels higher. The work demand is more. And then
the pay's not going up.
No.
well,
Unless
and
you're
now we're going on a whole new subject. Yes, the pay is going up, but that's hurting the production because the company's having a hard time keeping up with that type of pay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
if you make $40 an hour and you've seen that the prices of cars had went up because they have to, so they want to say, okay, we need to go to Mexico and do something and make some kind of, because Mexico, they make like $3 an hour or $3 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what screws us over, is because they make so little and we make so much, and then they send it there through NAFTA. They send the business down there and
Yep.
don't make as much anymore. And
It's the same thing. Mike, so Mike ships produce, and he's saying he sees produce being shipped, more produce being shipped. So is what's happening there. And I may be wrong on this totally off because I don't know nothing about produce, but it's coming from other countries.
Yep.
It's not coming from America like it used to. So that's why you're seeing more product being shipped.
I mean, look at
And you know who's controlling that, right? The government's paying these damn these croppers, these farmers to destroy their crops.
I have no idea about that. All I know
I
is
do.
there is a lot less farmland in the U.S. than there used to be.
I do, because down on Warner Robins, my brother has got a really good friend who runs a farm, a big farm down there, and the government was paying them to destroy their crops.
That makes no sense. It really does. It makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Well, that way they can control the cost, and they can keep buying produce and stuff from overseas.
Right.
That's how the government controls that shit.
But they've ruined farming here in America.
Yeah, they did. Farming used to be like the mainstay. There's
Mhm.
farming and then manufacturing, which we don't do enough of that anymore. We don't do enough of our own manufacturing. We used to have the best steel in the world.
Michigan was, production, farming. They did all that. You know what I'm saying? The mom and pop stores. I mean, Detroit is a hell of a place.
Pennsylvania, the steel workers in Pennsylvania who are no longer steel workers because there's hardly any steel work left there.
Same here in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the thing about the farming here, they pay you more for cotton and peanuts, and that's it.
Yeah.
You grow something else, guess what? You're not getting paid nowhere near the money.
So here it's corn, cotton, and soybean.
So up here,
you can grow.
Up here, it's pretty much corn and soybeans.
Corn, cotton, and soybean.
Now
They're doing cotton right now, or cotton's being collected right now.
Aren't they doing oranges now in Georgia?
Every state, man, grows a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but mainly the corn is for the damn ethanol fuel.
Yeah,
but like
it's not for human consumption anymore. It's all to push the damn ethanol fuel through.
Oh, you guys talking about that? Okay, I thought you were talking about just crops in general.
No, the crops.
Yeah, crops in general.
The corn that they grow here in Alabama is food corn, not feed corn. Fuel corn. It's actual food corn.
That's one of the very few states that does it. Then.
Yeah, so you got different places that are going to grow different things for different reasons. Michigan here, the farms that are around me are soybeans and corn, feed corn and stuff like that. Nothing.
Yeah, we have a lot of soybean down here too at certain times of the year.
Now, when you say feed corn, is that feed for humans or feed for animals?
Animals.
Okay, yeah, feed corn. Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, so there's food corn, there's feed corn, and there's fuel corn. It's the 3 F's of corn. Fucking corn.
what's the difference, though? I mean, really,
They're different types of corn. Like feed corn is harder. It's not soft. It's not really
right?
good for humans at all. Although no corn is actually really good for humans. It doesn't do anything for us. It's good.
Yeah.
And you can chew the shit out of that, man. It still comes out home.
It's basically an
Yeah.
berry, and it's
lie,
more
Gary.
starch than it is anything else. But corn is a vegetable that's not really good for you, but it's not bad for you either. It's good. It's got good fiber in it.
But it sure tastes good with a load of butter on it.
Oh, it sure does.
Damn sure does.
But feed corn is usually harder. It's not something you would want to even try and cook and eat because it's hard. Even after you cooked it and put butter on it, it's hard, and it's more fibrous. It's got more. I think it's got more starch in it.
Yeah, but it's better for you when it's grounded up.
Yeah, you can use it. Okay, feed corn can be used to make cornmeal. Really good cornmeal because it works well for that. It's also good for feeding cows, horses, all that because of the way what's in it. You know, it's good for them, but it's not so good for humans. You know,
Like
if you use it as cornmeal, it's fine.
Barbecue Mike says that California and Florida are pushing oranges right now.
Well, it's the time of year to push them out before the end of the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
California can kiss my ass.
but
I will give it because a lot of stuff in California, a lot of grow in California is done from Sacramento north, and that's tomatoes and a lot of other stuff, and they do a lot of farming, and there's a shit ton of farming.
I don't believe they do as much as they once did.
No, but I know the last time I drove down I-5, which was when I moved here 2 years ago, it's all in Northern California I-5. Once you get out of the mountains, is farmland. You look at the either side of it, it's farmland.
But
Until you get to the city.
So I took that VW Bug to Iowa a couple years back. Me and the wife drove down through there, and all you seen was cornfields, man, like the ocean.
Yeah.
That's all you can see is corn rows for miles and miles.
I took a video. It wasn't that long ago. A month or two ago. I took a video. I was driving by one of the soybean field that's growing soybean right now, it was. It might be cotton by now. But it was a windy day, and it was that perfect green soybean where it's nice and lush and green. And I took a video of it because it looked like a damn ocean with the wind going across it, like waves in it. It's like, that is just neat. It was just neat looking because it's such a big field, and it's nothing but soybean, but it looks like green water. It looks green.
Dale's Adventures south of me, and he says he's got a lot of cabbage around him.
Cabbage and tomatoes.
Yeah.
You talking about the smoking cabbage or just the cabbage?
No, cabbage.
I like
cabbage. That'll make for a messy pair of underwear if you don't watch it.
But it also had lots of tomatoes. But yeah, like I'm sad because the Amish tomatoes at my store are gone now because of the cold snap. So there are no more. And those tomatoes are so much better than the tomatoes you buy in the store. They have so much flavor, and I'm going to miss those for the winter time until they come back in March.
So what do you guys think about our presidential race?
I think it's a shit show, personally. I think it's a total shit show, and it shouldn't be happening the way it is.
Look, man, tell me what your plans are. I could care less if you hate Trump.
There you go.
Tell me what your plans are, man. Because I need to know what you're going to do for the American citizens.
Exactly.
Who to vote
No, but Trump did that. No, I don't care what he did. What are your plans? What have you done over the last 3.5 years? What are your plans going forward?
Every question she's asked
Trump.
Trump. You know what I'm saying? Dude.
Exactly.
We know about Trump. We want to know about you.
Look, I look at it like this. I don't give a shit.
Your head. There is no.
I look at it like this. I don't care where he puts his Peter. It's his. It belongs to him. Just, we know what he did when he was in office. We had a hell of a lot better country. We had a hell of a lot better
hold on.
economy when he was in
Oh,
office.
my favorite is you hear this. Trump's talking about harming Americans. You know, the enemy within. No, he's talking about the people you've let into America.
Yeah,
Exactly, 100%.
He's not even talking about them, man. He's talking about her and Biden.
Yes.
But this is the thing, all right? We're all Americans here. We all have had jobs or have jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they tax the shit out of us. I'm telling you, I bet you I paid $40,000 in tax.
I barely make that much in regular money. I can't.
But I'm saying no, $40,000. But I'm talking when I'm talking taxes, I'm talking groceries. I'm talking,
yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
and by the time you buy your whatever, so you make $80,000 a year. Half of that's going to taxes.
Yep.
At least.
I
No,
want to
Mike,
think how much you
medical
pay in
out of it.
taxes.
Canada does.
Mike, you're the math magician here. So, by the time you pay your grocery taxes, some of these states are ridiculous. I'm talking 9% or better. By the time you buy your groceries, your tax on gas, your tax on just if you smoke or if you drink, all those taxes, that's all included in that, dude. And you're
I know.
double.
That is one thing I did not like when I moved from Washington State, which is a very blue state, to Alabama, is they have tax on groceries here, which is something I was not used to paying.
I ain't never lived in a state where I didn't pay taxes on
Washington
groceries. That's
State
all I know.
has a no tax on groceries. They only prepared food is taxed.
Let me tell you this. I had to give 20%. Well, it was 19% of the money I got from my 401k just to get back home.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
crazy.
know.
Yeah, ain't that crazy? It's my money.
Crazy.
But like I said, though, I mean, by the time you're done paying your taxes, you've worked and give it to the government.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they send it to fucking other countries.
One way or the other.
If we would spend the money in this country on infrastructure that they're sending to other countries, we would be fucking in fine shape.
But
I'm sorry, but I look at it like this. It's not our job to support someone else's war. I don't. The American people didn't sign up for that shit.
No,
No, they
we're getting
didn't.
tired of it.
My
Yeah,
dad,
but you got to understand one thing that I finally realized. If you send, I don't know, just say for the $4 million to another country, the structure of war and the people that's making these bombs and shit, they get 90% of that shit. They get 90% of it. I guarantee you.
so
Probably.
you grow up in a middle class home. Your mom had to work 2 jobs to get you.
No, I didn't live in a middle class home. Sorry.
I grew up in a middle class family, and the laws we had.
So I'll say this to you guys. If you want to profit on the war and you have money to invest, SHLD is a symbol. It's an ETF of companies that are involved in defense contracts. So that is your Boeing and your Lockheed Martin and all of those. I buy shares in that. That damn thing's up over 30% this year.
Well, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, if I had bought into that like a year and a half ago, I'd be happy right now, but I did not.
Me personally,
Now
I don't want to profit off war.
No,
I just want us to stop supporting war. I don't want to profit
off war because that's the way everybody profits anymore.
So, being in the junk business and stuff like that, anytime that they had some type of a war, big or small, I always got good money for scrap.
You damn right.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I need something to build the damn war machines. Damn right.
Yeah, what year was that when China was building all them builds and we was getting all that money for the scrap here?
Well,
what, 2016 or something like that?
It wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
About 4
and you could make big money off your scrap.
Oh,
like
yeah.
8 years ago when I could scrap a car for a couple thousand.
Yeah.
Wow.
By the time,
Couple of thousand. I don't ever remember that.
well,
Oh hell, dude, we was having people around here stealing people's damn air conditioners for the copper.
but I mean, I could get a couple $1,000s off of a car by scrapping it because
Yeah.
I'm talking the majority of the scrap, the alternators, stripping the car down and coring stuff out and selling stuff like that. Oh yeah, I can make $2,000 easy off of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that way. But just stripping it down and
No,
then
no,
just
I'm
taking
not
the car itself to the scrap yard.
No,
Hell, they only pay so much 100. You ain't making shit that way, unless you load it down with a bunch of other shit, which
It
is only
takes a
smart
little
thing to do.
It takes a little work to scrap a car the right way to make money off of it. Is you have to take it apart and sell things different.
Oh yeah, you gotta part it out first, get all the good shit off of it and sell it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but Salty, we had people started building fences around their AC units around here.
Oh no, it was the same thing. It was the same thing up here too. They were still in the siding, aluminum siding off people's houses.
Yes.
Damn right. I'll say that shit was happening down here too.
Yeah, they try and steal my
People come home from work, man, and they're no shit. Their mobile homes, them motherfuckers will be studs in insulation because there'll be no siding on them.
Come to steal my
That is
stuff
no shit.
when I'm not home. I'll see it on my camera and I'll come home and I'll take care of you. But I have vinyl siding, so I don't have to worry about it.
They'll work at McDonald's. That's why
But
I should be president.
But I'm gonna tell you the big mad rush though. The big mad rush is when the damn scrap yards was taking the Cadillac converters. Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know how many Cadillac converters that I lost off my vehicle. Just I'd be parked in Walmart or somewhere like that, come back out, crank my car. That motherfucker sound like a putwood truck. I'm like, motherfucker, I already knew what happened.
Where I lived in Washington, when I went to any of the places with my catalytic converter that I took off my own car, if I did not have the paperwork to show that I own that car and that it matched up to that car, they would not take it. So I don't know where they're selling these shits.
Down here, they didn't do that shit. You just take a truckload of fucking Cadillac converters to the scrap. They're fucking happy to take them. It didn't make
I've seen people at the gas station on a damn truck that was running on the rear end.
Well, yeah. I've seen that shit. I've seen it too.
What they were doing in Washington at the places I went, if everybody would do that, then it would end that fucking business, and it should be a law that they have to do that. So that way people aren't stealing your fucking shit because they can't go here to sell it.
The thing about it is Cadillac converters have numbers on them.
Yes, they're serialized.
That's how they clean it up, get the numbers off of it, and that's how they pay you nowadays. I was getting up to $1,200 for a catalytic converter.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you were. Hell yeah, that's big money just off a piece of metal that we as hot rodders, we would just take off anyway because we didn't want the motherfuckers on there.
But I could take and scrap a couple Cadillac converters and pay my bills for the month at the yard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I wish.
If I remember scrap was up to $300 a ton. I've seen it, and a lot of these cars. I was taking a thing of cars in there back in the day, back in the day, like in the 80s and early 90s. I was lucky to get $600 to $1,200 a load. Shoot, man, when the scrap went up there, I was getting $3,000 to $4,000 a load.
Dude, I cannot tell you. Well, my dad being an electrician like he was, I cannot tell you the days that I spent out in the backyard burning fucking Romex to get the fucking copper out of that shit. I cannot tell you how many days I've done that shit. I'd be black as damn soot, but my daddy said, burn that fucking insulation off that motherfucker. And that's what I did. I had to get in there and pick it all out.
I'll lose the couple cents to sell it with the insulation on it now.
No, dude, you just get a 55-gallon drum and just throw it in there and light it on fire and it'll burn off.
That's what we did. Hell yeah. Many times.
But my dad used to go to the auctions and he'd buy those burnt cars for, $25 or whatever. And he'd bring a shitload of them back. And I'd go out there and get some gloves on and wrap those wires up and put them in a 5-gallon bucket. And at the end of the year, we'd take that money and that's what we gave everybody their Christmas bonuses on.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Smart, man.
We used to do when I was working at an automotive shop running one. What we would do is the catalytic converters, we would sell those. We would collect them after doing the exhaust. And this is when we were, I don't want to say the name of the company, but we would collect them and then we would sell them, and it should have gone to the company they were working for. But what I did, which was against company policy, and one of the reasons why I got let go, was I would save them up, and then we would buy pizza for the guys, and because that was off the books money, and yeah, I kind of got in trouble. One of the guys who was
For doing
leaving
stuff for
told,
the for doing stuff for the workers. Yeah, that'll
yeah,
get you in
yeah.
trouble because you want to help out the people who are making them the money. Fuck them.
Just think though, if this Cadillac converter thing would have been a big thing back in the 80s, dude, all of us Fox Body guys would have loved it because them motherfuckers came out with 4 fucking Cadillac converters from the factory. We'd have loved the piss out of that. We took them all off anyway.
So I've got Salty. I've got 2 sets of the Mach 1 / Cobra H pipes with the 4 cats on them. It's sitting in my
I have
shed.
the 2 cats from my S550 that have hardly any miles on them sitting in my storage shed right now.
Damn, Mike, if you ain't gonna use them, take it to the damn scrapyard, dude. You get good money off them damn Cadillac converters. That's money you got sitting there, just sitting there.
It's going to keep on going up in value.
If I ever decide, to not take it back to stock, maybe I'll sell them because they're attached to the manifolds.
Well, yeah. See, that's the way it is on my Colorado. It's only got 1 converter on it, but it is made to the damn manifold on my truck. That little 2.9 liter 4-cylinder. That damn 1 manifold with that converter, dude, it's like $570. I'm like, damn.
There's a reason I haven't gotten rid of them. I still have them. I know I still have them because I just moved them.
I did.
I have the 2 cat converters off of that. I have cat converter off of another car that's
Right,
just
on the couch
in
stuff.
case I want to put them back on.
Well, I understand, Mike Pinks. I understand you not selling yours, but I'm talking about Mike's garage. We know he's never going to put those cats back on his car.
I'm
And
probably
either-
not going to put them back on my car either.
Pinks ain't gonna mind put him in his car.
Oh no, we were talking earlier in the chat. Pink said he has thought about returning his car back to stock.
Okay, when I say stock, I'm not changing the exhaust back to stock.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, okay. I got you there.
He still wants to hear that badass exhaust, dude.
That exhaust I have sounds fucking great. I love it.
Oh
It's
yeah.
never going back to stock. It doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound like a coyote. That's why I like it.
So one of the companies that I helped with negotiations for their contract with is called Pyram. And they were telling me how much money that they lose on their scrap. And I'm like, and what do you guys build? Cadillac converters for the semis. So those Cadillac converters, they got gold, platinum, and some other precious metal.
Rubidium.
Oh yeah, they do.
It's got like 3 or 4 different things in them. There's
Exactly.
gold, there's mostly platinum, rubidium, and one other thing.
And so anyhow, I says, if you're losing money on the scrap on that, I said, you guys have a big issue. And so the lady pulled me over to the corner, to the side. She says, what do you mean by that? I says, look, we've been in the scrap business pretty much my whole life, since I was 17 years old. I said, and we just now sold it. So 40 years. And so I was telling her, I says, cars mostly have platinum because it's not that big of a Cadillac converter. But you guys got gold and whatever. And if you separated that stuff, you would get prime money. I'm talking $2,500 for the insert of a Cadillac converter for a diesel.
Oh yeah.
And she says, well, that's not what they're recording. I says, then you need to talk to the person that's scrapping them then because he's ripping you off.
No shit. And he's very
Probably
happy to
taking
rip
it
them
home.
off.
The ones on semis are fucking because they have the diesel ones are fucking huge. Because I saw the one on my F450 was a massive cat converter.
Dude, the ones that those guys are building are like fucking 4 foot around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big on a big truck. Yeah, they're huge. But you got to understand, they got a lot of room between the frame rails because the frame rails are so thick. They can put a big one up under there.
Yeah.
Well, they have to, but I mean, just think of it is that You know, I mean, I understand you're losing money, but you shouldn't be losing that
This
much.
right here, I don't know how big this is. This is about the size of the cat converter on the F450 I had.
Yeah, but how long was it?
It's about yay long.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
near as long as one on a semi, because they're not made to last as long.
I thought it would be longer than that.
Trying to think how long it was. It's been a while since I looked up under there. Last time I looked up under there was like 2 years ago.
The one on a semi, you can make a really nice sized grill out of it.
It's hard to
Welds
tell.
and legs on the bottom of it. Clean it out. You're good to go.
You get all that the DEF system stuff that's also down there. So each thing is huge. Like the DEF system stuff was massive. It added so much weight to that damn truck. I could not believe how much weight that adds.
I heard that they're trying to do away with that,
No, they're not.
or at least,
even though it doesn't really do enough to say so.
yeah, but
the
not completely do away with the DEF system. But I think they got in mind for another system that's going to replace the DEF
it
system.
stops the black stuff from coming out. But there could be a better way to do it, because all it does is stop it. But when it does the clean out of the thing it does, the regen it puts out more hydrocarbons and shit then than all the other times combined. So it's not a great system. It works for testing. It looks great on test sheets, but overall it doesn't do much for cleaning up the atmosphere. It keeps the black stuff down. You don't see the black stuff coming out. That's the big thing.
And that's the best part of it, right?
Like the
rolling coal, brother. That's what I want to see.
But the black stuff is carbon. It goes to the earth. It's totally inert, and it does nothing to harm the atmosphere.
Right.
Well, they wouldn't want to have been down at damn No Mercy last weekend because, brother, they were rolling the coal down there.
Well, that's fine, because that coal, like I said, is burnt carbon. It falls to the ground and does nothing. It is totally inert and completely safe. I mean, I wouldn't eat it, but you could, and it wouldn't kill you.
Yeah, I don't think it tastes very good.
No, it wouldn't taste good at all. It tastes like shit. It tastes like just burnt. But that's what everybody sees and hates. But that's not the bad stuff. The stuff you can't see is the bad stuff.
The stuff you can't see is the bad stuff. And just like these batteries, man, they want to go with these lithium batteries and stuff like that.
Shit, it's horrible for the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's made from the earth, but it's made by combining things. It's not made naturally.
Yep.
Well, I gotta buy some more snowballs.
When you say reefer, I'm just thinking pot. So,
nah, reefer unit on a big truck.
I know what he's talking about. I've driven them.
So, damn it, dude! Y'all went up on them.
Did somebody say reefer?
Yeah. Mike, Barbecue Mike said reefer. He's got a reefer trailer.
Puff.
Is that a trailer full of reefer? What? Oh man, that's cool, man.
What's up, motherfucker?
Puff, fast motherfucker.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Craig, it's Friday. You got nothing to do but get high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got nothing to do. I just don't feel like doing it.
I wish I could get high. So I just get drunk. So.
I don't know. I wore that shit out when I was a kid, young guy.
I just unfortunately can't smoke it because it's bad for me. It's allergic reaction I have.
Yeah, you said you was allergic to it one time before.
Oh, I am, and it sucks because I enjoy it for like 5 minutes or more, sometimes up to 10 before it affects me badly. What's up, MJI? Welcome to the channel. I haven't seen you.
Damn, MJ, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, MJ.
The man with one of the prettiest fox bodies on the damn planet.
Yep. You guys saw that picture I posted of my pretty ass red fox body on a trailer. I finally remembered. I asked my wife why it was on a trailer. So when I took it to the dyno that one time, when I got done with the dyno and went back out to start it, it would not fucking start. So I had to go home, get my trailer, and pick it up. That's why it was on a trailer. And then I had another picture show up the next day, which was a picture of that car on the trailer still, but the car next to it was my red BMW that I owned at the time. And in the background was a red F-150 we owned at the time. At one time, I had 3 red cars. Actually, I had 4.
You like red?
No, I'm a blue guy. I like blue. I just happened to have 3 red cars at the time that I just bought, and ended up selling. I sold the BMW to my son. He wrecked it, destroyed it. I sold the Fox body to somebody who had just gotten in a bad accident in their Fox body, and they needed a car, and they really wanted another Fox body because they were diehard Fox body fans and owners, and I knew them, and so I sold it to them because I had it running, and I kicked myself every day for that. That was the last Fox body I owned.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about Ford Takeover next year, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I'll be going.
Really?
I don't know that if I'm going to make it either, because it's just money that I don't have to spend to go down there or up there, and it's not that far for me. It's close.
I was planning on going because I just did a bunch of mods to the 19 Mustang and do Dragon again.
Well, I want to do something different, and the wife and I were thinking about going to Mustang Week.
Ah,
okay. I could see you there.
The Mustang Week is
it's a week.
It's
a week?
Good. I wouldn't spend the whole week down there, but it's good. But there's a lot of young guys. They say they're down there, they're screwing it up, But like I said, I'm going to stay away from it anyhow.
I went to it once for the day. It was meaning to come back this year, but just too much stuff going on with work. But a lot of younger kids, a lot of guys with their Coyotes and just ripping down the street and stuff. It's good. There's good vendors. It's nice folks. But a little bit of shenanigans with the youngins.
And that's what they're saying, But
yeah.
So my wife she won't go to Ford Takeover because there's absolutely nothing for her to do there.
Okay.
Right. But Myrtle Beach, there's plenty to do.
And that's why I'm, thinking about going there to Mustang Week. Plus, I have family that are Mustang people that live in Ohio, so they go to Mustang Week too. So I could probably spend some time with them.
You went back to New York. MJI getting out of North Carolina. Wow. I don't know why you moved back to New York, though. It's cold up there.
It is cold. Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes.
New York City.
New York City.
The only time I ever been in New York was go to the falls.
The last time I was in New York I was in New York City. I was visiting friends of mine over in what island was I on? Long Island. And Long Island, which isn't even an island. So I was in the Bronx, Long Island, and made it to, what's the other area?
But yeah, so we're kind of thinking maybe going down there to Mustang Week, spend some time on the beach, spend some time with the cars, just something different.
That's
nothing wrong with that.
Time. I wish I
nothing wrong with that at all.
I don't have money for Jackson. I don't have money. I definitely don't have money for Mustang Week. I spent a lot of time when I was young at Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach. A lot of time down there with my family, and beautiful place.
So Gary's heading to the beach.
So yeah, beached whale. Hey, so my thing is how far is that from Myrtle Beach from like Jacksonville, Florida?
Oh, it's a decent little ride. You got to look at it. Myrtle Beach is on the southeast side of South Carolina.
Let's see. Where is Myrtle Beach exactly? Myrtle Beach. I haven't been there in a long time, so I don't remember. It was close to me because I lived in North Carolina. It's on the basically southeast of South Carolina.
Yep.
wait, no. I'm sorry.
Jacksonville.
Myrtle is northeast on South Carolina. It's almost in North Carolina. You got North Myrtle is just over the line, and then that's not far. So it's in northern southeast. You know, the northern part of the southeast.
Be what now?
You're confusing me,
South
Pink.
Carolina.
It's just south of the border between North Carolina and South Carolina.
Exactly. It's north in the southeast.
It's over there in South Carolina.
That ain't helping, I don't believe.
Okay, so if you know where Charleston
it's over
is,
there.
Charleston.
Yeah, there you go. It's over there.
Midway down. Charleston's about 3/4 of the way down the coastline, and
Does that
it's
mean?
way the hell up north. It's like a quarter, not even a quarter way down the coastline.
Yeah, it's over yonder.
Over the
Yeah, there you
yonder,
go. Over yonder.
Over yonder. So Myrtle Beach to Jacksonville?
Yeah, you know where the courthouse is at? It ain't nowhere near there.
Yeah, that's a long drive. That's a
Let's
long
see, Jacksonville, Florida to Myrtle Beach is 5.5 hours, 357 miles.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
That's a long drive.
Yeah, like to me, Jackson is 2 hours away, a little over 2 hours. Oh, hey, I didn't see Nate come in. What's up, Nate?
What's up, Nate?
Hey, Nate.
But Myrtle Beach from my house is a good ways. See, Myrtle Beach from here is 9.5 hours.
It's like 4 hours from me, 3.5.
Yeah. For me, it's 9 hours and 20 minutes right now.
Well, y'all make your minds up, motherfuckers. Where we going?
So, am I going to be
going anywhere next year, which sucks. But
so am I going to be
No,
at
I'm
Fort
talking about this
Takeover by
fucking group.
myself?
I don't know. Well, I mean, if I say I'm not going, I'll show up for a day. I won't be staying.
Sublime,
Like I said, I can drive there in 2.5 hours.
Sublime will be down there, and Funky will probably go down there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think Barbecue Mike will be there this year.
But
again.
their wives ain't going with them. Where my
Yeah.
wife is going to be with. If she goes with me, she's bored.
She went the first year I was there, didn't she? Yeah,
she did, and that was she was bored out of her mind.
So,
Yeah,
Gary, it's up to you to entertain her. This
That's
is
why
what
my
we're
wife-
supposed to do as husbands.
My wife showed up last year, but for the day. You know, I was there for the weekend. She was there for the day because there's just nothing else for her to do there.
So, Mike, in order to entertain her, there would have to be a beach or something around there because she's been with me for 40 years. There's no more entertaining there.
I joke when I say that, Gary, because
That's
if
funny.
I take my wife somewhere, she's completely bored and she's looking at me to live things up. I'm like, yeah, you married the wrong guy.
But
What do you want, Pete?
I understand that. But anyhow, for me to go to Myrtle Beach, depends on which way I take. It'd be anywhere from 12 and a half hours to 13 hours.
Yeah, that sounds about
I
right.
can almost bet the 13-hour drive right now you can't even make it.
Construction.
I know there's like if I wanted to go to certain places in North Carolina right now, I have to go the long way because the short way doesn't exist anymore because of the flooding and the roadways that went away.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, there's some places in North
okay.
Carolina that I know I cannot get to anymore without going the long way.
Another way, what Gary's saying, the wow factor is long gone.
Well,
Well,
what's the wow factor anyway? That's World of Warcraft, right?
Hey man,
No, I'm talking about the wow factor between him and surprising his wife. The wow factor is long gone.
Yeah, I-40. Yeah, that's right. I-40 washed out.
I went from a 5-second stud to a 2.5-second stud.
There you go. Hey, I know them. They've been there, and I'm still there.
Hey, Nate.
Gary, you the man.
I'm going
MJI,
to turn this around and go, Nate, how did that primer job turn out?
Give me a second and let me get back in the house.
MJI said that
I'll move the cars around. I'll show you.
Yeah, I-40. I know that I-40 washed out at one
Yeah,
end
it
of
did.
it. Part of it, it's gone, like completely gone. And that's one of the routes I was talking about, that if I wanted to go, like if I needed to go to, like, say, my parents' house where they used to live when they were alive, I'd have to go the long way, and it takes about 5 hours now, 5 hours longer now.
You gotta get the dude. You gotta get the dude. He's gonna wipe you. You dumb motherfuckers.
What are you wiping?
And I don't have to get nothing.
Nah, this stupid group that I'm in right here, these fuckers, they don't know this fight.
I
Not
don't know the
interrupt-
fight either. I don't know.
They're not
it at all.
interrupting the motherfucking spellcasters or nothing.
Are you playing WoW?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sitting here running a damn dungeon right now. I'm waiting on my group to get back so we can raid.
Is it one of
But-
the new dungeons?
Yeah, it's a Dragonflight dungeon, new one.
Okay, yeah. I
But
have
what they don't
no
understand though is, you got to interrupt the goddamn spellcasters.
idea. You got to interrupt a lot of shit in that game.
Hell yeah, you do. That's the whole goddamn point of having your interrupt spells.
Yeah, you on a 10-man?
Nah, I want a 5-man.
Okay, so one of the smaller dungeons.
Yeah. We're just geared. We're just running.
The only reason I know anything about this is because I have a coworker and a boss that both play. And that's the only reason I know anything about WoW from anything new, because
I'm telling you,
last time
it's
I
a
played
fucking
WoW
fun ass game, dude.
last time I played WoW was a long fucking time ago.
Since Gary plays EverQuest, dude, I wish he would get WoW, because I could damn sure teach him.
No.
I played WoW before. Matter of fact, I have an account. I just I just couldn't get into it.
I have an account too. It's just not current. And I haven't played so long. I don't know that any of my characters still exist, because the server I was on is no longer.
It doesn't. All right, take it easy there, man. Nah, it doesn't matter if the server is not there or not. You still your character is still saved within the
Maybe.
of the game.
Maybe.
No, it ain't no maybe. It's still there.
Last time I tried to look it up and find them, they didn't exist.
What the hell?
So
I still got the thing for it, but you probably upload it online, right?
Well, yeah, you just buy the download. You just buy the digital download. You don't have to go to the stores and buy the game and the CDs and all that shit anymore.
When I first started playing, you had to go to the store.
Yeah, it's same here. Same here.
It's what I had before too, but I wouldn't know where it's at. Where I bought the CD.
I still have my original CDs. They just don't work anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to. You just go. What you do now is they have combined all of the expansions, all the past expansions, and all the new. They've combined them into one download. So you go to the WoW website, and when you hit download, you download the entire game, all the old content, new content, everything.
From what I understand, the graphics and everything are better now.
The graphics are fucking kick ass. They're freaking badass. So, yeah, they're freaking awesome. They have really brought this game a long ways. It's a sweet game now.
Hey, has anybody seen Sublime lately?
I talked to him earlier today.
Yeah, I'm sure Gary's talked to him, but I haven't seen him. I'm sure he's probably still working a lot.
Live tonight. I should have sent him a text because I just went live impromptu. And
Sublime is so damn busy. He can't even talk to you. I call him and he's like, "I'll call you back." He never calls me back because he's so damn busy. So I told him today, I said, "Don't worry about it. Just no, there's no use to calling me because you're not going, dude. He's busy. Plus Kim's back and everything like that, so they're busy."
Kim's back. What did she go on vacation or something?
She went on vacation and she come back now. They're just doing some things.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Ain't
nothing wrong with that. That's cool.
I'm not upset that he's busy. I'm not.
No, there's no being upset. He's busy. He's doing what he wanted to do. But I'm telling you, dude, he's been busy and he's been crotchety.
Well, it's getting ready to go off into his off season. So I imagine they're probably working him to the fucking bone right now, trying to get I'm gonna
say something. I think Sublime has made more sales this year than he has ever made.
Well, he was telling us not that long ago he'd already passed his best sales ever, and he was on his way to 1 million, and that's been like over 2 months ago now, I think.
I really believe he's over 1 million, and I
hope so. Good for him.
I'm proud of you, man, because he got he's got that new job and everything there, and he's kicking ass.
Yeah,
You know.
good for him.
But
you gotta be happy for people like that,
I
man.
said something the other day, and I'm like, dude, you wish for this, so you got it.
I am
Exactly.
happy for him as long as it's what he really wanted. You know,
Yep.
he got what he wanted, and when he got it, he really wanted what he wanted. That's great. If he didn't, then that sucks, man. But I'm happy for you still, either way.
And that's
I don't think he realized just how much work it was going to be
I think
because
he
he had
did.
never been in that position.
this is the thing, because I had asked him that the other day, and he goes, "No, I knew it was going to be a shit ton of work because I know what the guy that he replaced, he knew what he's
That's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
okay.
He knew what he
Gotcha,
was getting himself into. He knew it. And if you know that and you do it anyway and you're happy with it, that's great. That's awesome.
Hell yeah. I'm super happy for him, man.
Yep.
It's gonna make it, it's gonna make his year-end bonus better, and it's gonna make his yearly salary better. But what you don't understand, it's all gonna also make his taxes a lot higher. That's the part. That's the part he ain't had to file yet.
I think a lot of people realize that when they make more money, they're used to paying taxes.
Well, the problem is they're used to their taxes going up, but I do believe he's probably made a significant more than what he's normally used to, and I don't think he realizes. And nobody could unless you have been in
bumped up a tax
in that position. And he probably don't know how much his taxes are going to go up. He's going to be like, "Holy shit, I ain't never paid this much fucking taxes in my life." Well, bud, when you get a good raise, the government's going to have their hand out and they're going to get their part.
You gotta understand, though, he made good money before. He makes good money.
Yes, he does. He makes real good money.
And he's got the thing is what it is with his sales and stuff like. Now, don't hold me to this because I'm not real sure because I ain't never seen his checks or anything like that. But I think his bonuses and stuff like that is what counts on what he makes, what his sales are.
Right.
Yeah.
He makes so much money right now per hour. You know what I'm saying? But I think his sales and everything goes to his bonuses. So if he gets these, because the bonuses are created, he'd have to explain to you. I don't know.
Well, what's really sucks is if his bonuses or anything like any bonus I've ever had, bonuses are always taxed at the full percent the government does, and then that's what helps at the end of the year because you get some of that back.
Right.
Yeah, because they always tax bonus checks heavy, like full percent.
Oh yeah.
But it works in your favor because at the end of the year you get it back. But does it really work in your favor because the government makes money off that money? Why you should be making money off that money? I've always hated that.
Well, the way I'm thinking, and I have never drawn unemployment before in my life, so I can't speak on it. But I'm thinking since he made more money this year, hopefully it's going to make his unemployment go up during the off season more.
It won't help as much as you think until next year because they take so many quarters back, and so it doesn't increase. And then there is a maximum on unemployment in every state. So you can't get any more than a certain percentage, and he's probably already at that. He's probably already at the max even before he got his raise.
He very well could be. Yeah.
I was at when I got unemployment, which was back in 2001 when I took unemployment last time. I was at max. I was instantly at max rate. Who'd we lose? Bama leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 minutes ago.
Oh my Lord.
He just disappeared off my screen. It just changed on my screen. He just left.
Was that him or was that Nate?
They both left.
I'm sorry. It was Nate. Nate left. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Bama did leave a while ago. Sorry. It was Nate. When are you going to get home and show us something?
That motherfucker didn't know what was going on.
Oh, you were talking about your game, guys.
Yeah, no. See, you can go into auction and buy these damn snowballs. And if you're on a certain character, when you hit the character with a snowball, it'll flip that motherfucker backwards and make you roll down a hill or down the road.
Yeah.
Well, I went and bought these huge fucking snowballs. They're like 5 times the size of your character. And we're standing in the storm wind right now. I'm standing in front of the auction in the bank.
Stormwind?
Yeah, and I threw this damn snowball at this gnome. When it hit the fucking snowball, that motherfucker went bounced across the goddamn
That's a
street.
gnome. Don't throw snowballs at gnomes.
This snowball was fucking huge as shit.
That's only available. Are those available all year long now?
What's that?
The snowballs.
Oh yeah, you can buy them anytime. They sell them in auction.
Back in the day, they only used to be available during like Christmas and winter time.
Yeah. Nah, you can make them. If you got a certain shit, what is it called? Profession, you can make the snowballs. And they sell them in auction now. Like there's one guy in there now that's got like 27,000 of them in the auction for sale.
Yeah, Nate dropped. We figured it out, Mike.
Yeah, all of my group, we always keep a shit ton of snowballs, and when we're in there raiding or dungeon and shit like that, between boss fights and shit, we'll all be beaming each other with fucking snowballs and shit.
Yeah, it's just a waste of money, in my opinion.
Hell, they're only 20 silver a piece. Shit, that ain't nothing.
Back in my day, 20 silver was a lot.
Yeah, but nah, shit, dude, I'm making like right at 13,000 gold per day now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because I work my profession so much, and I sell in the auction all the time.
I played the game if I had 10 gold.
Oh yeah, back in the day when I started playing this game when it was very first released, dude. Silver, gold was almost unheard of back then. Copper and silver was king because that's basically all you could ever get. It was so hard to make money back in those days.
When was it released? What year?
Oh my Lord! This year they are having their 20th year anniversary this year. So 20 years ago from the day.
2003 in beta. So I started playing in beta in 2003. I played until about 2007, and that's when I quit. Was Wrath of the Lich King came out, or the one right after that?
Wrath of the Lich King, to me, still by far, after all the expansions, still to this day, that will always be the number one expansion to me. That was such an awesome damn expansion, dude. It was so fun. We played our asses off on that damn expansion. It was so good. And now, but this new expansion, The War Within,
it's such a different game now, though. It's such a different game. My characters are all from the old kingdom. You know,
I'm telling y'all, man. If y'all ever want to play something, you want to pass some time, jump in here and start playing. And if you ever need money, I can give you a shit ton of money to start you out with.
Salty,
dude, I still play EverQuest.
I don't have time to play those games. I wish I did.
If I'm at the hall and I'm not doing nothing, I'm playing EverQuest.
I'm telling you,
I'm at work and I'm at work.
Yeah, these games are fun, man.
I'm at home, either trying to relax and do nothing, or I'm doing something. Like as soon as I got home today, I went and put the new. I got the new pump for my water pressure. My pressure. Oh God. You know, the water pressure thing, huh?
I just logged into this account on here, the BattleNet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time I was on here was 2012.
Wow.
And I was an adventurer.
You was an adventurer?
It's what it's saying, Battle Tag Adventurer.
Yeah, that's just your battle tag name. Yeah. Your character now will be totally different because they don't have a character in the game called an adventure. Hold on, I'll tell you what the characters are in the game. Hold on, let me go over here and part myself in.
More likely, I was some type of a tank.
You was a tank, so either you was a paladin or a warrior.
I was probably a warrior.
Yeah, because back in the day, that was all they had. But now they got this damn new character, which is came from the Lich King, but it's called a Death Knight. Which is not new anymore because it came out with Wrath of the Lich King many years ago.
Yeah, that came out like a long time ago.
Yeah, but it's a great fucking character. But now they got a monk, dude. I'm telling you, that monk is when that sumbitch is geared and ready to go, he's a bad motherfucker. I'm telling you, he is and he only wears leather. He can't wear mail or plate or nothing like that. That dude is a fucking beast.
He's a damn beast, I tell you.
What the hell is that noise in the background? Who's got their vibrator running?
I don't know.
I would say it's Bama, but he left already.
It's my
Well,
fans.
It's Nate. He's got fans on.
how many
What was-
different games? How many updates are on that?
I cannot tell you how many updates, but I can tell you this: it is a huge fucking file.
Let's see.
When you download it, you just better get ready. Just hit the download, minimize it down, open up something else, and because it's going to take you a good long while to get that download down. It's a big
I
fucking
just logged
file.
in to my BattleNet account.
It's a big fucking file, dude.
And,
Massive.
It's Pink Panther. Yeah, there he is.
Hold on, let me go to my computer and let me see if I can see the size of this file. Hold on, I'll tell you. Oh
I
shit!
don't
hold
even
on.
find out what the last time let's see, World of Warcraft Dragonflight. That's
Yeah.
the new one, right?
The
Inactive.
new one's called The War Within.
Well, yeah, it's inactive. No subscription. Not gonna buy one. Let's see. The last time I played was 2013.
So about a year after I did.
Yep. 2013 was the last time I played.
Yeah.
And before that, the last time I really played was 2011.
Give me a second, guys. I'll find this in a minute.
Part of the Swarm campaign claimed 2017. That was for Hearthstone Classic Pack. Okay. That was for
Oh, let me find it. Where's my damn drive? There it is. Let's see, drive right there.
Let's see.
Drive.
Yeah, so I don't think I can get my character anymore.
You'll be surprised. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised.
Philly cheeseburger with bacon. Oh, that sounds so good.
Because
Mike?
a friend of mine just came back from the game being gone from 10 years and he still had all his characters.
Yeah, I've been gone longer than 10 years.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
It's still got
10
my
years is a long motherfucking time to be gone, dude.
So Nate, I want to ask you a question, Nate.
What's up?
Now you're married.
Yep.
And you guys are all happy and going on and went on your little, thing with Jigger. Now you're back. And she got the
What's that now? Sorry.
She put the aspirin between her legs and tell you she's got a headache now?
No.
Yeah.
All right, Gary, the size of this file is 101 gigabytes.
Jesus,
I don't have that much room left on my computer. Jesus.
I told you it's a big fucking file, dude. It ain't no small one.
This has all my old addresses on it. From Renton. I lived in Renton last time I played. That was a long time ago.
But that's how big the file is, 101 gigabytes. And Tuesday, they're having one of the longest maintenances I can remember them having in a long time. It's fucking 8-hour fucking maintenance.
Oh,
It's
shit.
gonna
They used
suck.
to have 24-hour maintenance. I don't want to hear about it. It will not let me. It won't let me delete one of my old Washington addresses because I guess it's the main address. I just added my new one, and it won't let me delete my old one. But I am Pink Panther number 1505, which is weird because when I first got my battle tag, it was just Pink Panther without the number behind it.
Oh, everybody's got a number behind theirs now. Everybody does.
Uh,
That's just another thing, but everybody's got a number.
I'll have to get on there during the day and take a look and see if my character is still on there.
I might look at it tomorrow. Just if I
Shit, let me know, Gary, if you decide to get on here and you decide you want to play and stuff. I mean, you let me know, man. I'll get you hooked up. I'll give you plenty of gold and all that kind of stuff to get you started. And if you come over to and make characters on my realm where I'm at, I'm on a realm called Bloodhoof. Bloodhoof.
Are you playing Alliance or Horde?
I'm Alliance, dude.
Okay. And is it a PvP server?
You can PvP, but people just can't walk up to you and start PvP.
Not a PvP server. Is it and it's probably not an RV PvP or an it's not a role play either, is it?
I don't understand what you mean by role play.
Never mind. It's not then.
On EverQuest, I have one of my characters on a role play, and one of my characters on a regular server.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're
Like
on
I
an
said, you
when
can PvP
in
here.
chat, well, RP, when you speak in chat, you don't ever talk about the real world. You only talk about game world.
Oh, in chat, we talk about everything in ours.
Well, then you're not an RP then, because they'd kick you.
But you gotta understand, when we're talking in chat, we're talking in guild chat. We
Doesn't
don't do a
matter.
whole lot of talking to the
In
public
an
chat. We
RP
talk in guild
server,
chat.
it doesn't matter where you're talking. It's role play. You play as your character in the world. The real world doesn't exist on an RP server.
It depends on the game, because in EverQuest, it does.
Yeah, and it may have changed in World of Warcraft since I played too, because I know back in the day on an RP server, because I was on one, if you started talking about anything that was not role play and was outside of the game, then you get blocked by people or kicked.
Yeah, nah, that shit don't happen over here, man.
But I don't know if WoW even has RP servers anymore. I haven't been on it in so long.
Yeah, we don't, when we're in the game and stuff, I mean, the last thing you'll see anybody talk about is like politics. You don't see that shit, man. Most people talk about characters.
What
They'll
I'm
talk
saying is
about
it didn't matter.
raids,
Back
dungeons,
then,
and shit
it
like that.
wasn't politics or anything like that got you kicked. It's just if you wrote character and didn't pretend you were who you were playing in the game, people got pissed off at you, and they'd get you kicked. But
That's just a
that was on
that's
an
just a
RP
dickhead.
server, not on a regular server. I played mostly on regular servers. I had one character on an RP server just to check it out, see how it was. I didn't like it.
People that do that kind of shit, they're just fucking dickheads, dude.
Yeah, they are.
just-
It was like, this is too much. I'm just here to play a game. I don't need to
Yeah.
pretend I'm, whoever I was the night of and this and that. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, we don't associate with people like that in this game. We don't. Now I can't say there's people
How's
in here
that
that
fucking
don't.
game?
That does. We don't.
I wanna
We all
see-
just we just like to get along, have a good time, and stuff like that. That's all we care about.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you full screen like that. Did, but what we got here? Oh, you're all blanket. Oh,
There you go.
there we go.
It's finally in primer.
That is
Nice.
looking good.
Well, there you go, buddy. At least you got the whole thing in one
It's-
color now.
This is the first time I've seen it in one color in probably 8 years.
Well, it's a two-tone truck.
Well, it's never. I'm saying okay, more than two. This is the first time I've seen it as a solid color.
Yeah, I know
Oh.
what you meant. I was just giving you shit, Nate. Come on,
It's all
Smart
good.
ass.
But yeah,
smart ass. It's what I do.
it happens. Sorry, I've been running around and I wanted to show you guys, but
That looks good.
I've been playing musical vehicles, so
I just hit the wrong button. Sorry.
no, it's all good.
I
That's it.
turned myself on full screen, and nobody wants to see that.
I was shocked that I can't see where I really did any body work. Like here, the body line's got some waves in it, but I know that's because I took the old paint and primer off in areas, so it waved out anyways. But other than that, I can't tell I did any body work.
I can see a little bit because I'm looking at it on an 85-inch TV. So
Well, right here,
yeah, right there on that line, right there, right there. Yeah.
what that is I didn't take the whole line of paint. Like there's paint here, there's no paint here. This was bare metal.
That's
So
what that
it
is.
screwed the line up. It's same here. It's really sharp here. It's because I took paint off here and left it here, so it left an edge. I didn't blend it.
It left an edge. Okay.
The body work ended here.
So you're looking
all
at
through here.
what I'm seeing is just where there's paint in one place and not
Yes,
another. So it's-
and bare metal in the other. Yep.
But once you paint it, you won't be able to see that.
Actually, you will. I have sanded all of that out
Really?
on all the other parts.
Okay.
I'll probably have to prime this and sand it twice to get that squared away, but
Well, that's not.
I'm pretty happy with it.
It's looking good.
As long as you're happy, that's all that counts.
That's right. That's right.
I'm just glad to be moving forward with the project finally.
Yeah. No shit.
Oh,
Let me.
Gary, it was like the other day, man. I got a thing listed in the auction for 150,000 gold. And I had a guy message me the other day. He goes, "Would you take 100,000 gold?" I said, "Nope, 150,000 gold firm."
150,000 gold when I played was fucking unheard of. If you had
Oh, yeah,
150,000 gold, Chinese farmers sold it to you.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
tell you something, man. Playing these games, so far as EverQuest goes, I have farmed so much stuff that I would have to give it away because something would drop twice and I already had it and you couldn't get
Yep.
it. So,
That's
first
the way it was when I played. I had so much shit, but as of now, I had nothing. I have nothing compared to what they have now.
Well, see, that's the good thing about that, Gary. If it's not soul bound and if it's buying on equipped, man, don't throw that shit away and give away. Put that shit in the auction and put a number on it. Let that shit sell and build your bank up.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I used to always do. A lot of that stuff is like no drop. So then you couldn't have two of them. So then I would shout out through the films and that and say, hey, anybody want to bring me such and such plant and come get it, And people would race there, dude. They'd be like, "Oh, I didn't get here in time." I said, "I told you it was already gone."
Well, see, they got in WoW, they actually have an auction house.
They got one in EverQuest too.
Yeah, you need to go put that shit in the auction house, dude, and just sell. Like me, I'm selling a shit ton of companions right now because I have so many companions.
When I had a character that did nothing but auction for me.
Yeah, see, I got one of them too. It's nothing but my auction guy. That's all he does. And I work the shit out. Like I said, I'm making probably 10 to 12,000 gold per day. So.
Wow.
But there's guys in this game. Man, there's guys in this game making 50,000 gold an hour. They know it better. They know how to do that shit better than me.
Let's see what we got here, man. We got platinum, gold, silver, and then copper.
Here we got gold, silver, and copper.
I just jumped on EverQuest.
Oh, did you really?
I have not played EverQuest since before WoW.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I started EverQuest right after. So it came out in '99. I got on here in 2000.
Yeah, hell, you almost been there since the beginning of it. So yeah. And there's a lot of people who play EverQuest. They absolutely love that game.
Oh, I had a couple buddies. They passed away.
I have friends that still play EverQuest as well, and I used to play it way back in the day, but I gave that when WoW came up. I switched to WoW and I gave up EverQuest all completely because I couldn't do more than one game at a time. It's just my brain won't allow me to do that.
Well, I didn't care for WoW. I don't know.
Yeah,
it didn't strike my.
My girlfriend and at the time played WoW too, so that's probably why I went to WoW.
Yeah, probably is. Well, now which they had it back then too. It was these add-ons that you can get. It's all if you plan on like raiding and things like that, you pretty much need the right set of add-ons because it helps. You know what I mean?
Why do I have two of you in here, Nate?
He said he's got his evil twin in here.
Well, he brought his truck on, right?
There it goes. He changed the laptop, I think. Is that what?
Well, like I said, Gary, if you ever decide to come back to the game, just let me know, bud. But you'll have to make a character on my server. You know what I mean? It's called Bloodhoof.
Oh, I know. I could. I mean, I could probably level up quick, because I've been there. But I just.
Well, see, now they made it easier because you remember back in the day when you were playing WoW, you had to get to level 20 before you could even get a riding mount. Then you had to get to level 40 before you could get a flying mount. Well, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that anymore.
I had a flying mount, so I must have hit at least 40.
Yeah, you don't have to do that anymore. You can get a flying mount at level 1.
You're shitting me.
No, you can get a flying mount at level 1.
That's fucked up.
That before. I must have.
Bullshit. That ain't nothing fucked up about it. That's awesome, dude. You fly right in and drop right in on the shit you need. Fuck fighting all that shit to get to it. I love it.
Well, I was there when you had to be level, 40 to get a flying mount.
Oh yeah, me too.
Before you had flying mounts, so.
Yeah, shit, I remember all that shit, man.
That's why everybody went over
Get
there.
anywhere.
Everybody went over there because they could get flying shit.
Yep. I mean, it's just, back in the day, dude, I'm telling you, back in the day, it was hard as fuck to level, dude, because your XP was so little,
Yep.
and you didn't make hardly no money, so you couldn't buy shit. You was always fucking broke. Now they just, as long as the best two things, if you can take on two professions, you take on mining and herbalism, you'll never be broke. Never be broke. Dude, because you don't even have to make bars out of the ore anymore. Just throw your ore in the damn auction and people buy that shit as soon as it hits the auction. Bam, it's gone immediately. Like today, I sold 3,500 ore today. And which in a matter of probably, I don't know, 2 hours. I made an ass load of fucking.
Is that your game I'm hearing playing?
Me.
It's not mine. No, it's Gary's.
Oh, okay.
Request.
No, I got my guy sitting in the inn right now. He just chilling in the inn at the table. He ain't doing shit. Right now, I'm playing a elemental shaman. Right now, I'm leveling him up.
Fucking shamans.
Yeah, dude, I love the elemental shaman. It's freaking all. I love casters.
Shamans were badass on EverQuest back in the. I had one, but I sold the account.
Yeah, they're badass on damn WoW too. Once you get them up and you start getting gear, yeah, they're badass. They don't mess around. But the funny thing about it is, in raiding, there's nobody hardly uses a shaman anymore. That's just like a hunter and a shaman is the two characters that nobody takes to the 25-man range anymore.
Well, the thing about it is that the shaman used to be able to slow the mob that you were fighting.
Yep.
But now the magician and all that can do that now, so that's probably why. I mean, that's way than EverQuest anyhow. Well,
like the two biggest characters they got now here is they got a brand new one they just brought out with this expansion. It's called an Evoker. It's a badass healer, which I don't heal because I would totally suck and the whole group would wipe if I was a healer because I suck at that shit. But DPS and ranged, I love that shit, especially a ranged. I love a ranged character.
So that's what I'm playing EverQuest right now as a ranger.
Yeah,
a ranger.
Yeah,
I love standing as far away from the fight I can and cast my spells. I don't want to get up in the battle no more.
It's really hilarious. Arachnophobia is so stupid. Just let spiders get married.
And that's something I have always hated in this game. I hate going into caves and fighting fucking spiders. I hate that shit.
So do I.
Spiders are always badass, man.
Yeah, man, they web your ass. And once they web you, I got a spell that I can break webs and get out of it. But once you break it, then it's got its 1 minute cooldown. And before that 1 minute gets there, your ass is webbed again.
Another web again.
Yeah, you're fucked again.
Crazy shit.
It's awesome though. It's awesome. I don't know, man. I just got back into the game. Like I said, y'all know my situation. Hell, I'm disabled. I can't work. I sit at home all day long, bored out my ass. All my buddies, everybody's at work, my brothers and shit. Ain't got nobody to talk to. So, fuck, dude, I just started playing game again. Gotta have something to do, man, instead of just sit here looking at four walls.
What up, Brian Allen? How's it going?
Brian Allen, what's going on, buddy?
Long time. I'm not usually on Friday night, so that's probably why.
What's up, Brian? How you doing?
Yeah, they changed these mushrooms. They look like a pecker.
God damn, someone's got a hell of a head on it, don't it? Mike, why ain't you talking?
He fell asleep.
Did we lose Mike's garage?
He fell asleep.
I'm still here. I'm just listening. I'm not into gaming, so I'm just listening.
Same as
Well, I
me.
thought you did like games. I thought you like simulators and things like that. That's gaming.
Well, like racing simulators and stuff, but I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I
it's
don't know
still
anything
considered
about
gaming,
World of
though.
Warcraft or any of that.
Oh man, ain't
I
nothing.
used to
It's
do.
it's all gaming, no matter what it is. It's still
I
all
really
gaming.
want to get in a set of courses set up going with a cockpit, but I have the steering wheel and pedals. I just don't have the setup for it.
Hell, build you one out of two before, man. I've seen plenty of them on damn YouTube.
I know that's what my son did. He did a really nice setup for his. He's got one of my old he's got an old I think a Fox body seat he's using.
There you go. Oh yeah, I finally got my damn other chair in, so I finally got my damn chair put together. But the other one's sitting over there in the box. The only thing's wrong with it, it don't have the hardware kit because I took it out.
Doing body work on a 72 F250. Nice.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. 72 F-150. Love those trucks.
No, F250.
That's what I said. 72 F-250. I love those trucks.
You said F150.
Did I say 150? I could have swore I said
Yeah.
250.
You said one.
But yeah, hell, I could have said 150. Fuck, who knows?
You did say 150.
I probably did. But I remember the old 250s because they used to have. Was it the 250, Gary, with the one with the damn toolbox at the bottom of the bed?
That was the camper special in that, remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
They were long wheelbase with that little toolbox camper special.
Right. Remember the back tires, the back axle set back farther too. So
Yeah.
Man, a camper special that far back?
yeah.
Well, you got to look at it. They got to distribute the weight, so because you don't want so much of that shit hanging off the back and making it tail happy when it's going down the road. So they got to move the axles back to help support all that.
Oh, it was a different truck back then, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen I know 78, 79s. I know they have camper specials, 76, 77. I never knew how far back it went.
See, that's what my dad's 69 Ranger is. It is a camper special. Because it's still got the damn mounting, the little mounting things on the side of the beds. When we redo that truck, though, we're going to take those off. And
I had
that
that on my old F-150, my 90, what was that, 95 F-150. It was a camper special, so it was a extended cab, long bed. And then it had that weird thing off the end of it for the camper. It was like basically a 2x2 square tube with some end plates on it for mounting the camper onto. But my son hit that with his car and broke it. So,
and it came factory like that.
Yep.
Because I always thought the damn tie downs were on the side of the truck, side of the beds.
Nope.
To tie the camper down.
This was the long bed made for the really big campers back then. And it had a thing for him to hook to. It actually connected to these 2x2 or like a 2-inch square tube that was solidly welded on to the bottom of it.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. It got broken though pretty easily when my son hit it with his car.
That sucks.
It didn't matter. I wasn't ever going to eat it. When I sold the truck, people didn't care.
Damn, Mike, I'm really, being the brain that you are, I'm really surprised you're not a gamer.
There's only so many hours in a day.
Yep.
Well, I 100% agree with that.
I do admit I spend way too much time studying macroeconomics.
What?
Who? What?
Macroeconomics.
Oh God, macroeconomics. Not something I'm really fun with. You know. It's
Most
I have no fucking clue what they are.
Basically, world economics. What's going on financially
okay.
in the different, not only the markets, but well, you guys know when I talk about that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
I enjoy it. I love understanding what's going on in the financial markets. It's just I enjoy it.
Because
it's like this. It's like this lady next to me. I can't remember what it's called, and I'm sure y'all will correct me on it. or tell me the proper name of it. That's where you just sit in there and you look back through your family tree and all that shit. What is that shit called?
Ancestry.
Yeah.
No,
ancestry.
no, it's something else. They got another name for that shit. Oh my god.
The DNA shit.
No, you just keep looking back through your family tree and finding out this and finding out that. What is
It's
that shit?
ancestry.
No. What she does is she don't call it that. She calls it something else.
No, it's the company Ancestry.
Oh no,
But-
I don't know what website or whatever she does, but man, she's got boxes and boxes and boxes of that shit inside of her house.
Oh, okay, that's different. All right.
What is that shit called? Because she's huge. She's a
obsession?
she's a huge conspiracy theorist, and I just think I don't pay a whole lot of attention to those folks. You know, it's just me personally. I just don't. Because I'm like this. I don't think of something before it happens. It just has to happen for me to believe it. You know, it's like somebody tells me the fucking moon is flat. I can look up in the sky and clearly see that motherfucker's round.
But it's flat. It's flat and round.
No, it can't be. It can't be
Yeah,
flat.
you know
now.
what? The world
It
is
can only
round.
be round.
A disc, and a disc is round. So flat Earth and round Earth, all the same thing.
Actually, the Earth isn't perfectly round.
No, it's not. It's egg shaped.
Well, neither is an egg, but you know, something's got a round look to it. It's like my head. I know it ain't perfectly round. There's some lumps on that son bitch got added by my dad years ago.
The moon's not perfectly round, and the sun's not perfectly. Ain't nothing perfectly round.
No.
Yes, and-
Circles are some of I've seen people draw were perfectly round that have those amazing abilities to draw round circles. I hate
Right.
those.
and there's no identical pair. Sometimes one side's a little bit bigger than the other.
That's
Right.
I know. Every time I look at my nuts, I can tell you that. But no, what is that damn shit called, man? Now it's bothering me.
You're gonna have to go look it up.
Fuck that. I'll just wait till she wakes up tomorrow and I'll fucking ask her.
It's just the things that you observe. You're watching like the Weather Girl on, and you're like, the left one's bigger. But you're just
Is somebody,
you notice.
is somebody in the chat trying to tell me what I'm thinking of? Let me look at the chat. Or do we even
No,
have anybody
they're
in the
not.
chat?
So exercise makes you look better naked. So does alcohol. Your choice.
Does alcohol
looking at
make
memes
them
right
look
now,
better
sorry.
or ignore what's there?
Okay, Brian Allen, you got a camper special with no toolbox. Okay, that's cool.
I bet
Them are nice
aliens
looks, too.
ride past Earth and lock their doors.
So, Pinks, does it make them look better or you ignore what's there?
Yeah, it makes them look better when you're drunk. Trust me. Everything looks good when you're drunk.
I thought it was ignore what's there. Yeah, she's ugly, but that's okay.
Beer goggles.
No, that's called a two bagger, brother. You put a bag over her head and a bag over your head in case hers falls off.
What I'm saying to make them look better, you got to have beer goggles.
That's
Yeah.
it. Damn right.
You just kind
I
of look
agree
at
with
her. Good enough.
You know what? I've been there and done that.
I
I'm
think
guilty.
We all have.
I'm guilty as hell. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I am guilty as shit.
We all have. Yeah.
You know, but you know what? They're all fun at some point.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep.
I'm glad I'm damn prepared.
I think I found a truck.
You think you
They're
found
all
a truck?
over the place. You can find trucks everywhere.
I thought you already found one that you were gonna go look at and possibly buy. You were telling us about the last time Pinks had a live.
Yep. No, that was not last. That was not last Wednesday. That was a couple weeks ago.
What? That'd have been 2 Wednesdays ago.
Yeah.
No, it couldn't have been 2 weeks ago because 2 weeks ago you didn't go live. You went live this week, but or was it? Yeah, you went live Wednesday, but you didn't go live the
this
Wednesday
week.
before
I
that.
did not go live last week. So 2 weeks ago I was live.
Was I on the live this week?
No, you were not.
No. But 2 weeks ago
it
you
would
were.
have been 2 weeks previous.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what truck. I was
You
looking
said
at-
you said you found one and it was a WT and you were going to go look at it. You said it wasn't that far and you and your wife were going to go look at it when she got home from work or that Saturday
They
or
can
something
see
like that.
that if they're looking at the screen. There's the Northern Lights and the Southern Lights.
What's a WT?
Work truck.
Oh,
That's what my little Colorado is.
I'm trying to think.
The only luxuries that Summits come with, Gary, is air and automatic. That's it.
I don't
Almost like that.
remember it either, so that's okay.
I think everything comes with air nowadays, don't they?
New ones from like
yeah,
20
well-
months on.
No, my truck don't even have cruise. My truck has no power locks, no power
What year is your
windows.
truck?
07.
I said 2019 on.
Oh,
So
I didn't hear you. I just heard Mike ask me that question.
I was looking at the new F-150s. The base model stripped to nothing has the same 12-inch display that the rest of them have.
Oh
It
yeah,
has the same full digital dash. as
that's
the
all
rest of
new.
them have.
That's the new thing they're doing this year.
I went,
Yeah.
at this point, what would anybody need anything outside of an XL for? Other than the fact you don't want to change the steel wheels. Because
I like some of the other stuff they have. There's other things. There's some nice stuff outside of the XL you can get without the XL.
Yeah, but like he said, I mean, if it already comes with navigation screen, it already got air,
doesn't
power
come with
windows.
It doesn't come with the. It doesn't come with the nicer seats.
It's up for debate if any of them are any good. You sit in them long enough, you go, these things suck. That's
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree.
I
I agree.
A while.
I will
love
agree.
the seats of my F450, and I loved them the day I got rid of them.
You can get massaging seats. Yes, you can get that.
I had that, and they were
I'm
great.
still waiting for the toilet, the bidet,
Yeah, exactly.
ass, and clothes all at the same time. That's the only thing these trucks are missing.
Yeah, you ain't lying, Nate.
But like, I was just shocked. I was like, man, I had that 97, and that thing was stripped to nothing. Crank windows, not optioned with AC, open diff, didn't have a tack. I was just like,
I also like the lock and rear axle that doesn't come on the stock models, the base models. It might now, but it didn't. when
it
I
does
bought
now.
Does
You
it?
get it. You can option it.
No, not option. I'm talking stock. So when you buy
Standard.
upper levels that come stock.
Oh, so Lariat, that's not going to be standard. I don't know if it's going to be even optioned with leather anymore.
What, Lariat?
25, like 2025, they have announced that Lariat does not get leather. You have to go to the next trim package up
What the
of
fuck?
Lariat. Yeah, that's what I said.
You gotta
It's
go
called
to
money.
you gotta go to King Ranch or Platinum.
Yep.
That's wow.
It's called money, brother.
I was like,
They're
wow.
already look what they charge for them.
That's why I won't
That's
never
what
buy
I'm
one.
saying.
Fucking Lariat. They're
I will always buy used.
Yeah,
I just
I'll never
can't. I
buy-
can't see myself paying that much money for a
Speaking of
truck.
used trucks, because I was looking up an F-250 yesterday or today, an F-250 used. The only one I found at a decent price was a 2002 with way too many miles and no power, and it was a gasoline version.
Oh, so it was a 5.4 V10.
The F-250, or no, it was a 6.0.
Diesel.
You said it was a gas version, so it can't be a 6.0.
That was that crappy diesel, though. That's the diesel I didn't want.
Oh, I thought you just said it was a gas version.
I
I
thought
could
you
swear
said-
you
No,
just
no,
said that.
Too.
I looked at 3 or 4 of them today, but they were all
Oh.
like really bad prices. But this one, it was $13,000. It had almost 500,000 miles on it. That, and you're right, it was the diesel, but it's a 6.0, and a 6.0 at almost 500,000. It's either not the original engine or they did a lot of work to it.
It's been overhauled a couple times.
Yeah.
On about turbo number 4.
Yeah, and it was a short bed, and it was only an extended cab, not the king cab. What the fuck? That's and that was not what I put in my filters. You know, I filtered it so it was cab, long bed, 8 foot, and I also wanted nothing older than a certain year, which was I think 2016, and that's what it gave me. I'm like, yeah, that's not what I want. But anything, the other ones were the minimum price was, you know, like $70,000, and I'm like, for a 10-year-old truck, no, not paying that for a 10-year-old fucking truck. You know, a 2014, not paying $70,000 for a 2014. I don't care if it only has 175,000 miles on it. And it was that one. That's the one that was the gasser.
Yeah.
I pretty much have come to the conclusion that it almost makes more sense still, for whatever reason. Almost makes more sense if you can just accept buying a base model truck. Just buying a new one versus trying to find a used one.
Well, this was an XLT. It wasn't even a fucking Lariat.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a fucking XLT. It wasn't 70. It was like, I exaggerate. It was probably $58,000, but still $58,000 for a 2013, 14-ish F-250.
Not worth it. Still
No.
the old body style.
Huh?
Still the old body style.
I know.
And they
Two
have
body styles ago, actually, now.
Well,
But
my thing is, you got to buy a truck for what
Almost
your
$2,000
purpose will be
for
with
the
it.
son of a bit. And it was close to 200,000 miles, and it was a gasoline. So what is that? That's
6.2.
the 6.2. Yeah, it was a 6.2, and it had a lot of miles on it. It was a long bed crew cab, but it was an XLT. It had nothing in it, and it was cloth seats and just basic. And I'm like, but it had the tow package, which is what I really kind of need, because this F-150 is really lacking when it comes to that. The one I had.
I'd pretty much come to the conclusion, like looking around at F-150s, since I refused to buy new. Like I tried to talk myself into it, and I still couldn't.
I
So
almost
started
wish.
looking around.
I wish I could have gotten a Silverado like I used to have, my old one. If I could get my old Silverado back and it be the same way it was when I got rid of it, because it had airbags on it already, it was perfect for towing the trailer I have now. Now I put airbags on it to tow my flatbed that I still have, which is just a 16-foot flatbed. Now this 24-foot enclosed I have is fucking heavy. I put it on the back empty. I put it on the back of the F-150. It puts that thing to the fucking ground almost. Yeah, it's not that funny.
I'll just say, see, for me, I think me and Nate, not so much you, Pinks, and definitely not Gary. But for me and Nate, I think we think a lot alike when it comes to pickup trucks, because our purposes are probably right around the same. For me, what I always like to do, I love to go to county auctions and buy county vehicles. Because I'm gonna tell you, you won't find any vehicle out there that's had better maintenance on it than a county vehicle.
Actually,
some
the truck
bitches
I'm
are-
looking at
They
right
are
now
very
is
well taken care of.
the truck I'm looking at right now. It's a 2017. It's a lithium gray STX F/4.
Oh, nice.
So it's got a lot of the options for being an XL, and it was a township truck in Rhode Island.
Yeah, see,
But
that's
it really does
that's the kind of
depend
vehicles I
on
like.
the county you live in and the county you go to buy, because some counties do not take that good of care of their cars. They
Well,
try,
that's
but they just don't.
see, well, that's the good thing about it. They will always supply the records at a county vehicle. At least down here, I can't speak for other states, but down here they supply the records of the maintenance that's been done on the vehicles, like dates. So, they pretty much got their own maintenance department. So it's not like they go somewhere and they get all these receipts.
no
They just
FX
write
too.
down the date it was done.
There is no FX2. FX4 is off-road package. STX is just a style package.
So up here, if you go to the dealership, they'll keep record of it, but anywhere else don't.
Yeah. That's the same way here, Gary. They don't keep like
Well, I know
receipts and things like that. They'll just keep like a date book, like when they change the oil, when they service this, that's basically all you get at the county auctions down here.
Yeah.
You know, because most of them has got their own in-house maintenance facility, so they maintenance their own vehicles. So, you know, they don't have receipts for that kind of stuff. They just write down the dates they do stuff. So, but see, that's the kind of trucks I like to buy because I'm a cheap bastard, and for me, I don't need all the luxury. Because for me, I look at a truck as a tool. I don't look at it for luxury. If I want luxury, I'm gonna buy me a car, a nice car.
Air conditioning.
Yeah, that's all I care about. I don't even need power windows or none of that shit. I'm good with manual windows. I just want AC.
If you could
Give me AC and I'm good.
If you could give me a work truck, crank windows, manual locks, I don't care. Give me Apple CarPlay. I don't need anything else. I just give
Well,
me.
see, I don't even have to have Apple CarPlay because I can buy a stereo and put it in the car for that. You can get them right off Amazon and put it in the car, and you're gonna save yourself a hell of a lot of money than going to a dealership and having them install a Ford radio or whatever. Hey, you can go on Amazon and buy a Kenwood for $150. That'll have all that shit available to it. Backup camera, every damn thing.
The problem is the newer trucks. Well, at least so let's talk like Ford 11 to 14 to start swapping out the radios and those things.
Oh, you know, that would be a fucking headache.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, that would be a fucking headache.
And all the face plates, and it's ridiculous. My mom had a Hummer, like an 07 Hummer H3. It was she bought the radio off my buddy.
You should be careful how you say those words.
Yeah.
You know what? A Hummer would be a good thing about right now. But go ahead.
That's it, right.
Hey, you're newly married, so you're all good on the Hummers here lately.
Yes.
Oh,
We're, us old farts, you know, we're the ones wishing, not you.
that'll come to an end soon. Don't worry.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Well, as I was saying, she took it to Best Buy and had it installed. She showed me the bill. It was $700 or $800
No.
because of the security system in the GM products being tied into the radio system.
Yeah. I think they do that in some Fords too, don't they, Gary?
I think GM mostly though. I haven't really seen because like my truck don't have them.
Oh, really?
It has a thing on it for the remote locks and stuff like that, but no security system.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know. But anyhow, guys, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I'm about to myself, guys. I'm about to head to bed myself because
It's
I'm
one
Damn, I just come out the damn lit a cigarette and damn y'all going to bed. Shit.
I am so sorry about that. You shouldn't be
Hey
smoking.
guys,
Damn, you can stick around long enough for me to finish this cigarette. I just lit it.
I'll give you a few minutes.
Guys, have a good night. Everybody. In
You too,
chat.
Mr. Gary. You have a good night, sir.
Gary. I'll let you finish the cigarette before I shut her down. How's that?
All right, there you go. That's all I did. I just come out and I don't smoke the 100s. I smoke the little short ones, so it won't take long.
Little shorties.
Yeah, but like I said, you know, you might be better off, Nate, just going to your local county auction and just checking out the vehicles before you buy. You might actually find something that fits your needs, and you'll save a lot of damn money on it.
Well, the problem is like New York State, they take care of their trucks, but they fall apart because of the radio. That's my problem. They keep it for 100,000 miles, and by that point, it's not worth keeping. Like
so you're actually trying to buy a truck from another state, which don't have all that problems, and I can 100% get that.
Preferably, this is the one I found right now.
Oh, nice.
My phone's in the house. Yeah, my phone's in the house. I can't see it.
I can. It's good.
I love that lithium
It's
gray.
a nice looking truck, and that's got the off road package too. It's FX4.
Yep, STX FX4. It's got locking diff.
Extended cab.
Yep.
Now, is that just the extended cab with the half cab, or is that the quad cab with the 4 doors?
Half cab. I'm not a
See,
fan of crew cabs.
I'm with you, Nate. I don't want a damn crew. I don't want a quad
I
cab.
love
I want
already-
I just want an extended cab.
Damn it.
Everybody likes crew cabs, but my buddies are like, wait till you have a kid. You're gonna hate that extended cab. I'm like, I really don't care.
We got cars.
I'm
We
worried
got
about a
cars
kid
for
I
that.
No,
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah,
it's having the extra room on the inside to put stuff that I don't.
That's
want in my
normally that's the
truck.
reason why I like the extended cab, because that's pretty much all it's good for to me. And it's to throw all my trash, my coats, and
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
If I could get Autumn to stomach it, I'd probably buy a regular cab. But
The thing is like the stuff that's sitting in the back of my right now, my seats are folded up. I hardly ever have the seats down in the back of my truck. Same in the F-450, but you can't get in there right now because I've got stuff in there that fills up that whole area that I don't want to have to put in the bed of my truck, especially in a fucking, 5.5-foot bed that they come with,
yeah,
My thing is, when I did have a damn crew cab, the only thing ever sit in the back seat was my jacket, because nobody ever rode in my truck, and I was like, "What the fuck do I got this damn
It's not
extra
about
2
having
doors and I don't
people
use
right
them?"
back there. It's having the room for me to put stuff back there.
I see. I've never been one to carry a lot of stuff like that around
I
my
do,
vehicle. So
because I
Now,
put
like
stuff that I don't want in the bed.
my buddy's got a 550 for work, and you aren't sitting in the back of his truck. You open the door, and it's Milwaukee tools from one side to the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Bags and
Tools
boxes, and you're
Yeah,
fitting 2 people in that 550.
yeah,
I can fit 3 in mine.
I'm like you, Nate. I just like the extended cab.
Mine has
I mean,
the steering wheel control, the steering wheel shifter, so it's actually got a seat in the middle up front.
Okay.
If you lift everything up, it's got the console thing that lifts up. And
Yep. You
I
got
don't
that
like
flip-up
that.
third
I
seat.
preferred the one when I had my F-450 where it was 2 independent seats, no middle seat. And,
See, I
center
don't.
console.
I like I like the flip up center seat.
I do
Maybe
not.
that's just because that's what I grew up with. In this truck here, that's
I
what
grew
it
up
has.
with that too, but I don't like it now. I like having that center being just
Con-
solidly places to put stuff.
Cup holders and all that kind of shit. Yeah, see, I just bought
I don't
some
want somebody
interior.
sitting next to me, damn it.
Yeah, see, I just bought 2 bucket seats in the center console out of a 08 Colorado to fit into my truck, because I got that damn bench seat that goes across there, and I hate it. So
That's
but
not
mine's a standard cab.
60-40. It's a 60-40. It's just you can flip the middle of it up, and it's a seat.
And you know
No.
what? Now that I say that, I didn't even pay attention to this, which it ain't gonna stop me from going to look at it. I gotta go.
No.
This doesn't have the center seat. This has the console.
And
Well,
I
shit,
like
that
the
ain't-
console.
Oh hell yeah, I love the console.
fan.
I love the console, the damn cup
I love
holders.
that console.
I lose so much. I don't like the console because it's just more places to put trash that I lose it. I do
But
it
I
every
don't
time I
put
get a
trash in my
console.
car. But I don't put trash in my car. I put things in places where they're meant to be, and that way I have quick access to them.
I opened up the center console in my work car the other day. I got 3 microfiber towels in there that all need washed. I got about 50 flash drives I got to clean off. I've got. I was looking for my spare lighter. I still got my box receipts. That my favorite receipts. Always, they never go on the floor. They end up in the center console. Never need them.
I always end up in the receipt spot that I keep them in until I'm ready to go put them in a file cabinet so that I can use them for taxes at the end of the year.
Oh yeah, Nate, I meant to ask you. Last time we talked, you said your wife sent her resume into a company. Has she heard anything back from that company yet?
Yeah, she actually. So that was last week.
That's in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah. She got a text back. A text from them. She talked to them, and they wanted to. I'm trying to think. So she talked to the lady. They gave her a little bit of a rundown. They said they'd let her know when the job was open. That was not Monday. It was the Monday before. Friday, they opened up the job and sent her the link to the application. She filled out the application. Monday, the lady called her. They set up an interview with the doctors for Tuesday or Wednesday, I think it was. No, she called Tuesday. Set up scheduled a doctor's interview Wednesday, and she ended up having her interview on the spot with the manager right there on the phone.
Nice.
Really? Did everything go good that she hopes?
She says it sounds like they've already just given me the job.
Damn it. Is it at a salary that she's going to be happy with?
Well, we haven't got that far. So she had that interview Wednesday.
Oh,
she had
okay.
back, but she said she talked to the doctors, and it was basically what they're looking for is they need somebody to. So your doctor's office, if you get sick, you call your doctor and say, "Hey, I need to come in."
Come on, Blue.
Yeah,
That's what
I got you.
She'll be that person you'll go see rather than the doctors being bothered by that. They'll be actually seeing scheduled patients.
Is this in Pennsylvania or where you live now?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Well, dude, if she gets that job, that means y'all going to be bumping up y'all's moving a little bit sooner than you thought, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hell, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it sucks that it's going to happen right here during the winter time, but, you know.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. So that's good. I started kind of looking around at jobs today, and I'm like, I still don't know what I want to do. There's no biomed jobs open anywhere.
Probably not in that area anyway.
And so I was like, I don't know. I just know I got to get the truck done.
Yeah,
So
it's like a big push now, right?
Yeah, I just started getting some like decent weather here to where it isn't 40 degrees during the day.
Yeah. What is y'all's weather like? Because I know our weather for like the next 8-9 days is going to be fucking beautiful, dude.
Yeah,
it's gonna be nice.
Back up here.
I mean, it's cold here. It's gonna go down.
Yeah, it's cold. It's gonna be cold at night, but hell, we're gonna be in the damn upper 70s. Sometimes a couple days low 80s. It's gonna be fucking nice, dude.
Oh, we're going back to full like lows in the 60s again next week. Lows in the 60s.
We are, but I think it's only like maybe 2 days, 3 days, and then we're gonna have something in like the 50s, which I'm good with that too.
Mine are all in the 30s and 40s at night, but it's going to be in the 70s all the way up until Thursday, and then it's going to rain, and then it's going to be back into the 50s and 60s again.
Yeah.
So are you now? Are you going to try to get this thing in paint before you move, or is it just going to be in primer?
Oh no, this thing's moving. This thing's moving us home.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter if it's painted or not.
This thing's going to be painted and assembled.
Oh, okay.
Will it have all the decals and all of the trim and everything? No. If it doesn't make the truck function, and I can sit in it, I don't care about it. I'll deal with that when I move home. As long as it's legal with 4 good tires, brakes are good, the truck passes inspection, and I can get a registration for it, and it's got color on it. That's all I care.
Hell, now y'all gonna have to start looking for a place to live.
We've done everything. I haven't stopped. We keep finding stuff, but I'll tell you what, it's actually kind of hard because when you're here during the week, the houses move so fast. The ones you find, you'll find it on a Monday. By Wednesday, it's under contract.
Wow.
Oh shit! Damn. That means people are still spending their money out there. Then.
Yep. So the house up the road from me, it's a log cabin, 2-bedroom, 1 bath. I feel like I told you guys, but I don't think I actually told you guys it's sold.
Really?
Oh no, you told us. I think it was up for sale, but I don't think you ever told us that.
It originally sold a couple years ago for it was $199. They got in a bidding war. It sold for like $266, and it was back up for $299. It sold for $340.
Holy shit! Hey, dude, that only looks good in y'all's benefit right there.
I was
that's like my house. When I put it up for sale, and I put it up for $375, it sold for $388. And
that was good.
Yeah.
I bought it for $150.
Oh, you made good profit on that thing.
I refinanced it for like $220, so I made about $140 on it.
Yeah, but it helped you get to where you're at right now. So
yeah.
So I mean, it all worked out in the end.
In the end.
Yeah, in the end. I mean, I'm sure, and you've said it many times on here before. You wish you would have looked a little bit more before you bought the place that you're in. But hey,
I didn't have time.
You gotta. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I know you said something about your job was wanting you to start and all that kind of stuff, so you had no choice but to move.
I moved here and started work before I had a house.
Damn.
I've even made a thought of maybe we should just move home and rent. Like I know I don't want to do it because I don't feel like hearing my father. I will never hear the end of it. I don't understand why you're renting. You're an idiot. But at some point you got to say, because he'll say, why don't you just move into my basement? I can't tolerate my dad long enough.
Hey, I'm telling you,
free rent.
living with family, dude, is some of the hard. After you've been grown and you've had your own place, moving back home with parents or family in general, that is some of the hardest
It's
shit you'll
pain in
ever
the
do,
ass. Yes, it is. I've done it.
dude.
It's
You know,
free, but nothing's free.
yeah. 'Cause, I
know
mean,
that.
because you live totally different than your parents did, and then when you get home,
Oh, yeah.
they expect you to live like they do,
Oh, yeah.
and it don't always work out, man. Because then you start clashing.
Well, what happens is my dad gets on the spurt of, oh, hey, Nate's here. He owes me. We're going to do a bunch of projects. And then he'll be calling me whenever I stop at work. I stop at my buddies after work. He'd be like, where you at?
Yeah, exactly.
I stopped at Steve's and
Busy.
Cameron's. And then he's like, well, I got things for you that we need to get done.
See, and you feel obligated because you're living on their property.
Well,
You know what I
if
mean?
I'm living there and paying
And
rent,
that's the part that sucks. Believe me, I could never like living with me and my mom living in the same house. Don't get me wrong, I love my mom more than anything on this planet. But dude, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do is live in the house with my mom. After you've been married and you're off on your own, living your own life and all, and then you move back, dude.
so what I
Look,
say is, if you're gonna move back in with your parents, you pay rent. You pay rent,
dude.
And they do that. I'm like, yeah, I'm busy.
I don't-
got stuff to do.
I still don't think I can live with my dad.
No,
I think I
dude.
just rather rent from somebody I don't know.
There you go. I mean,
Man,
I'd rather buy a house than rent because that's just wasted equity. But
That's what my
sometimes
dad.
it's nice though, because if something goes wrong, they have to.
You don't have to pay for it. Yeah, the
Well,
homeowner
that's
has to
the
pay
thing
for it.
is, I wouldn't be looking to rent because I want to rent. I'm looking to rent to get me back home, and then I'm not okay. We're there. We have jobs. We don't have to worry about nothing. Okay.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would concentrate on looking for a house.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that. Yeah,
So now you find a house, you can be like, hey, I want to come take a look at that tonight after work. We can't do that right now. And that's a massive problem. And then it's like, oh, well, I found a house, but we got this and this and this going on this weekend. So it's going to be now 2 weeks. And it's like, there's no way the house is going to be in the market.
yeah, somebody's gonna damn grab that thing up, or like you say, put it under contract.
We
If it's
found
not a
a,
good deal, it might still be there.
it was a four bedroom, 3 bath, 3-car garage with an attached porch on the garage, a building that could store 4 of these trucks, and then a
Damn.
shed to put all your lawnmowers and 2 acres. And they wanted $258 for it.
That sounds like a hell of a deal.
It was. We liked it. It was gone.
Like
Damn,
the house I
that's-
wanted when we moved here, that would have been a good drive. Would have been like a 30 to 45 minute drive.
Yeah.
But my God, the house was on what, 0.75 acre. It was a beautiful house built in the 80s, had been updated, had a partially fenced backyard. So I would have had to add fence to one side of it because it was horse fence back there, and that wouldn't have kept my dogs in. It had a 30 by 50 brand new shop that had just been built, full,
Damn.
full and everything. They wanted like, I think, $230 for it, and I bid what they were asking, and I got outbid by a cash buyer for $280,000.
Damn.
This is the house.
That would have been a nice house for that price, Nate. And
Yeah.
that would also have been a nice house for that price. And the shop pinks, that would have been a nice place.
I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, look, the inside needed some updating, but there was already some updating done. So it was, and then this is the garage.
Well, hell, you've already been through the updating with the house that you live in now. So that
Yep.
shit would have been easy for you.
Oh yeah, at this point there isn't a whole lot I can do. I can't.
I've been to say, hell, it sounds like to
Now,
me.
if I
You
now
basically
want
rebuilt
to,
your entire house already.
the only thing I didn't do was a kitchen.
The only problem
Yeah.
for me is I can do that stuff. I'm just so old now that it hurts too much for me to fucking want to do anything.
Man,
My
you
dad
ain't
calls
lying.
Cars are still broken.
I still, you think about it, I still got all that shit ahead of me to do. Once my
Because I
building finally
remember-
gets moved on my property, I got to completely build out the inside of that building.
Because I remember when a car of mine was broken, it was fixed the next day,
Mhm.
and that's how I was. But now my cars are broken. It's been months, and they're still broken
Yeah.
because
Like I said, I still got all of that to do, man. My whole building is just a big open building. I got to frame out bedrooms. I got to frame out living rooms, bathrooms. I got to build all that kitchen. I got to build it. I got to build the whole damn thing myself, because the only things I can't do that I don't know how is I didn't work with my dad long enough to learn everything about the electrical work. But the good thing about that is I have family members who have electrical business. They can take care of that for me. I don't know shit about heating and air, and I don't know about plumbing. I can hire that shit out and get that done. The rest of the house I can do myself. I don't need nobody to do it.
I know how to do all that. Whether I want to do it or not, that's a different story.
Yeah, I'm never really big into plumbing, but I tell you, the best invention ever for plumbing is shark bites. That's the best fucking invention I've ever seen in my life.
Hate shark bites, and most plumbers I know.
I love them.
They're good in a
Plumbers I know
temporary
think they
environment.
are the worst thing to ever come around.
I love them because they make plumbing dummy friendly. And I'm a dummy when it comes to that shit.
I like PEX. I do not like shark bites.
I like PEX now. I do like PEX. My house will be fully plumbed in PEX.
Fail early.
My house will be fully plumbed in PEX. So.
That's my house got done. I did it all. I did it.
My house got done in PEX, but not by me.
We did what? I did a manifold all the way from the main line in. Put a manifold in it and ran all the lines. Me and Autumn did it. And was it from the time we started pulling plumbing, the time I turned the water back on? I think I did it in 12 hours.
I think they did ours in less than a day when they did it, but we didn't get a manifold. We don't have that much. We have a kitchen sink, a bathroom sink, and that's it. You know, washer, dryer, bathroom sink, and tub and toilet and kitchen sink. That's it. That's all we got.
It's the same.
Well, see, I'm gonna buy the mini splits like you and Mike has. So yeah. I'm going to attempt to do it myself. But if it does get too complicated for me, I do have a family member that does heating and air. I can just call them over. So
well, if you buy the Mr. Cool units, there's no need to have anybody help you other than
is it the lines are already pre-charged or something?
Pre-charged. They're pre-charged, and when you connect them together, they don't leak. They just the way they. And I have extra stuff here for. I have an extra set of lines and connectors.
Yeah.
And they're super nice to have. I mean,
yeah. When it comes to me buying these units, trust me, I will be picking your brain and Mike's brain when it comes to that shit because I've never bought them. So I will be picking y'all's brain when it comes that time.
Hey guys, I know it's late. I'm about to shut this down.
Oh, it's all good, man. I'm done with a cigarette. This man out here talking.
Good. Nate just lit one up, but he's in his garage. He's fine.
I always have a cigarette. It doesn't matter.
You're like I used to be. You're like I used to be.
I'm standing outside in the cold, so it's time to come in because my nose is running like a bitch.
Guys, I'm gonna call this one over, and I'm gonna watch one or two little things before I go to bed.
I'm gonna go get a shower and try to turn the lights out. So
yeah. So you guys have a great evening. Anybody who's in the chat, thanks for being here. And
catch you both later.
See you on the next one.
Enjoyed it all.
All righty, guys. I appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye.